That ad is
Respectfully.
so amazing.
Respectfully.
Right. So the
Mhm.
person I got this from, they posted was like, "So what exactly is disrespectfully?"
I would say probably making sure they don't have any air. That probably could be the disrespectfully.
Who clears these ads?
Coming from you, I don't think nobody ever has air
Hey,
when you sit on their house.
no,
Yeah.
we make things happen.
But no, I want to know who clears these ads. Like,
No one.
Here's the thing: billboards are privately owned, so I literally can own a billboard. And as long as you pay your $600, you can put whatever you want up there.
Good to know.
so then like no ordinances or no shit.
That's funny.
Remember 60th and Capitol when the foot was up there?
Mm-hmm.
As disgusting that was, it was clear.
Mm,
People privately own their billboards.
That's wild.
that is.
So technically, you could buy a billboard and post Summer Walker stuff all day.
And they can't do no. I mean, they might be mad about it, but
That's all I think is like as long as there's no nudity. That's all that matters.
Yeah, you can't flash the kids on the school bus going by and shit. All right.
That's it. This is just clever wordplay.
it is.
It's dope though.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine riding by a billboard and somebody dick out or just a big ass vagina in the middle. Like what? Like yeah, like the shit that people really be on. Man. That motherfucker crazy.
Potentially.
And then the caption say virgin. It's not a dirty word.
Yo, that is
That's
what
wild.
that is wild, son.
That is.
Wild as a bitch.
You can go ahead and take it down now. Tom.
Take it down.
Them little campaigns they used to have back in the day used to be really fucking terrible.
Are you talking about the "This is your brain on drugs"?
Any
Because it was
questions?
only the drug ones that was wild. The drugs and
Everything they tried to sell us
Truth-
back in the day. was wild.
Truth.com. Truth.com really made cigarette smoking the most disrespectful thing you could ever do.
Yeah.
Virgin is not a dirty word. It's the craziest shit ever.
But I mean, it's not.
We know.
Right, but you got to remember it was a lot of peer pressure back in the days for people to fuck because they were a virgin.
What's good,
Only
D?
back in the day.
Like they really
Yeah,
went
but
out of
still
their
now.
way to say, "Hey, man, it's okay to be a virgin."
So while I'm gonna circle back to virgin not
It's
being
all about
a
having
dirty
your
word,
purity now.
I am going to go ahead and
Sell drugs in the community.
It was
give
pushing.
some introductions, you know,
pushing
just
pure.
in case we got some first timers tuning in this week. But if you don't know, I'm your host and favorite motivational speaker, Mimi Star 100, or Hummer Walker if you're nasty.
And most of y'all are nasty.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I really say that every time now.
Yeah.
You do.
Because I did it yesterday when you were introducing yourself. I was off,
Mhm.
and most of y'all are nasty.
Mhm. But I am joined by most of my co-hosts. Tomas is currently running a little bit late. But we got the classic man, Mr. Tone Deaf, in the building. Hold on, wait a minute.
half voice, half amazing.
Where is the drug dealer chain today?
Right.
Half
You
voice, half
tucked it in for
amazing.
Debo? What the chain
I
at?
had it on yesterday.
I know, I said
Who did
today.
today?
After I got out the shower, I just put my clothes on and left. I didn't have time to get all snazzy.
Or was it that it was turning green?
Nah, that one don't turn green. I made sure of that. It's hypoallergenic. Because I
Just
would
had to
not.
make sure with the water.
Right, I'm
Right.
not going to be that nigga. If I'm going to be out here trapping, I got to do it right at least.
Just appreciate it.
My man's out here wearing fake jewelry.
Okay.
It's niggas out here really doing it.
They really are.
I choose not to be that guy.
Right.
Then we got
I'm going to get a custom made TDR
the new Mr. Bitches,
piece.
the narcissist, Pie Guy Juan, as always, and the beautiful Sarita. Go ahead and plug yourself, darling.
Hello, everyone. I am chronically resilient, also the lovely voice of That's What She Said on WJMR Jammin' 98.3.
That is the most childish name for the most childish woman. That's
Me?
not last name Dinkins to be a
What?
part of.
Wait a minute. I am
The
not
hate?
childish.
The lies you tell on
I'm
your
not.
own
You a
damn
hater.
show.
I am not childish. I just
Mimi,
have a
Mimi.
what?
Yesterday, and I have witness of this too. You literally were cracking jokes to us with the door open, but the window down.
That wasn't childish, nigga. I was just high as a motherfucker. Okay, so here's what happened, people. Hey, Keisha.
Now that we're here.
Just know, I'm on your ass tonight. I gave you a fair warning.
Oh my!
I ain't forgot. No, because she keep posting all this good ass delectable food and shit. You know, most of my Facebook friends that like fuck with me and cook and shit. They're like, hey, Mimi,
They feed you.
I got a little sample for you. She just be teasing and shit. But no, so yesterday, while leaving Sherman Phoenix, niggas gon' nig, right? Meaning that there was vodka in water bottles. Kit Kat left to go to the bathroom. That table right upstairs by the door. I am literally standing there at the table waiting for her to come back. I'm just scrolling on my phone. You see the color of my hair. I hear her ask the security guard, like, she left me and walk right past me out the door to the parking lot. And then she calls me to ask me where I'm at.
Like, I just
Bro, I did not move.
Hey, y'all gotta stop doing drugs on Super Bowl.
I did
don't
not
know
move.
what the fuck y'all be doing.
So I, and he's like, hey, ain't she with you? I'm like, yeah. I was like, she been drinking this, because by that time I was fucked up. I didn't know he was gonna narc my shit. So I'm explaining how she was able to just walk past me fucked up like that by telling him, it was vodka in here. So then he like, they'll get on my ass, if you leave with that, because the blue cup. If you leave with that cup full of whatever, so I can't let you leave with the cup. So I had just poured it up before we left out of the studio. I hadn't touched it. There was no chaser in it, so I wasn't gonna fucking leave it behind. So I had to chug all of that fucking vodka right at the door, straight. So between that and then once we got out, she was like, "Hey, you want to smoke?" So then we blowing in the parking lot after I done chugged all this vodka. And that you had too much alcohol at once when immediately, like as soon as you swallow, your entire body get warm. Like it's not a gradual thing. It's like
no, it's like bam.
Instantaneous.
So
it was hey.
Yeah.
Guess who's home?
Right.
Guess who's home?
Hey Mario, definitely go ahead and listen to the replay because we won't be here like super long tonight, so we'll have a replay on Monday. What's up, whore?
You must got some whore in the door.
No, actually, it's funny because I had a dope night. So I have a theory. Potawatomi has been handing my ass to me repeatedly this year.
You should probably quit going.
No, listen. So, see, now I gotta yell at you. She said she gonna feed me tomorrow. No, but I've had a theory. Now they say all the time that this is just a myth and it's illegal to do that. Wait, what spot shut down? What's she talking about? What I missed?
Knowing y'all, it could be anything.
I don't know. What spot, Nick?
The spot.
Yeah, she said that spot shut down trying to get in touch with the owner.
See? That spot.
That one. No!
Told you, it's knowing y'all.
No!
That spot.
Son of a bitch. I am, man.
Told you. Just by the fact that she came on the live to tell you that, it is a very important location.
That is heartbreaking.
And knowing y'all.
That is very heartbreaking.
Y'all just gonna come on the live with an inside joke that can't nobody know
I don't
about?
think it's a joke.
No.
I know it's not a joke.
Right.
It's an inside thing. Now you got a bunch of motherfuckers sitting there.
Inside convo.
The head scratcher like, what the man, don't do that.
And it's the one with the chair and shit.
Oh man.
Right, and then they're gonna keep going. Man, get your freaky ass out of here, bro.
You already know it's the freak joint, so we don't gotta elaborate.
Right. I'm like, you couldn't. I was trying not to say it. You could catch it right away.
Right.
Get your butt naked ass out of here, nigga.
Oh my.
No, but I've had a theory for a while, and a lot of people
The
feel like
chair.
this, and people
Hey,
get
don't
mad, right? If you know, shit.
Right.
But people hate when we say it because they're like, well, it's illegal, for them to, rig slot machine. Like, yeah, all right, we know that. But when has the government ever not?
Gave a fuck about what's illegal,
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
especially when we
Until
make the rules.
Right.
Well, until it has something to do with them, that's when.
So
they
here's my thing. A lot of people know I gamble a lot. And with me gambling a lot, I'm still only like the first tier card holder because I never gamble with my card. You'll see people that they got fucking black cards and shit because that's how much money they spending in the casino. You gain points by what you're spending. My reasoning is every time I've tried to like play with my card, because you get points and you can use those points, whether it's like for free play, you go in and you got free money to play with, and it's always nice to hit a jackpot or some shit when you ain't even put no money in the
You
machine.
talking about like a debit card?
No,
No, they give you
it's
like
it's a membership card.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's,
I think I got
Oh, like how the sandwich shop make you like a punch card? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I had one of those.
When
Yeah.
you went for your birthday.
right.
I got
But
one.
red, it like the ruby,
Yeah,
that's
that's-
the beginner.
Yeah, that's
Right.
bottom tier.
Yeah, then it goes, I think, like topaz and all of that.
And
It
it's like
goes
a
up.
yellow.
So
and a
you trying to hit the
black
Gwen Dinkins level? Because that motherfucker for sure be down there
Man,
gambling like a motherfucker,
but
eating dinner, all type of shit.
she probably don't though, because these track your wins and losses. Your granny gets Social Security, so she probably don't want that smoke.
That's probably true.
Mhm.
But her Uncle Tom be down there like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
going crazy.
So I don't like to play with my card because I've noticed that when I play with my card, I don't hit shit. And I don't win all the time. I try to tell people that, like, bro, I don't win all the time. Majority of the time, absolutely. But I do have bad nights. It's some nights that I'll go in there and it actually didn't start as a bad night, but because I was bored and didn't stop, I turned it into a bad night and I gave that shit back plus some. But for the most part, I have amazing luck at Pato unless I'm playing with my club card. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to try this, shit and play with my card every time I go get, with little points and shit. I have been getting my ass handed to me. So last night I was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. Took my card out the machine, went to another one, didn't put it in there. 600 out the rip.
Mhm.
I've been getting my ass handed. That's why I'm like, people say your card has no influence on the machines, but I'm like, I don't believe that shit. I do not believe it. You can tell me whatever the fuck you want to, but
like get these ruby red hoes out of here.
I'm
You bottom tier bitches ain't hit.
man. They like, well, I hit jackpots all the time. I was like, bitch, you got like a fucking gold card. So yeah, they know that you a high roller. They
right.
you know.
You spend money, so you gonna win a little something, something.
Mhm.
right. So for me, I feel like because they're like, well, it's stupid to not play with your card because you get your perks and your this and your that, and I'm like, the perks is like I can use the money from my points to like buy food and shit. Well, guess what? When I fucking hit on the fucking slots, I can take that money and go buy food with it. So that ain't no fucking perk to me.
Right.
Then it's like, oh, well, rooms. I already got a room plug. I don't need fucking Pato rooms. So, and Pato rooms is you can only fucking stay at Pato. My plug, I can stay at multiple hotels through that brand. So it's it's not worth it to me.
Mhm.
So if there are any gamblers that are listening, like, you can tell me your experience with your club cards and shit, but after last night, I'm not putting that fucking card in that machine no more. They can suck my ass.
That is cult-like behavior.
Like, it's terrible. You know what's was fucked up? Because when I got there and I had to go to the ATM, somebody left a receipt on the side of the ATM, and their account balance was negative 400 plus,
Ooh,
getting
wee.
money out to gamble. So that's when you got a gambling addiction.
Mhm. No, I seen a guy when I was there last week. He wasn't happy. He's
Yeah.
trying to figure
No,
all the
ni-
ways he could to get
Niggas
him some
really
money.
be in the casino losing their fucking shirt.
Yeah.
Like, that shit crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I've heard stories of people like they go to Vegas and they gamble so hard, like they can't come home. That's how they end up homeless.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
crazy.
you know what's funny? I'm more concerned, but I want to know what fucking bank they had.
Right.
Because-
Let them do that.
No, I know banks will let you do it, but is that Tomas in the background?
Come on.
I couldn't tell if that was this moving or him.
Right. T Money.
But
He
I
is
have
iron.
I've seen banks like cause like Landmark. I think they'll let you overdraft up to a certain amount.
That's wild.
Because even with me,
just
back when like I used like when they had payday loans and shit, if I needed money quick, instead of doing a payday loan, it was cheaper to just overdraft your account.
cheaper than key.
Because I can take out $500 and go $500 in the negative, and they only go charge me $30 flat for that $500.
That is fucking ridiculous.
Versus me getting a fucking payday loan for $250, and then in 2 weeks, and it's just interest. So it was honestly cheaper to just fucking overdraw your account. But no, the reason I said that is because he, she, whatever.
No.
Damn.
Let's not do that.
No, because
Damn.
I don't know the person that fucking took it out. So it's
It's
either
just a
him
receipt.
or her. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't saying he, she, nigga. I'm
Oh,
saying
okay.
I don't
Right, like-
know.
My bad.
Yeah.
It's a Hershey.
I hate you. So,
I just said that.
the reason I said that is because for their account balance to be a negative 400 plus, they only took out $100. Most places that I know of, if you're already negative, you can't keep going negative.
Right.
So if you go negative, you might as well go big and just take everything out.
Mhm. Right.
Yeah,
Like,
because
take a stack out and just call it a day.
right, because that fee gonna be the same regardless. So you might as well just overdraw the max. I mean, you don't have to use it, but just in case you need it. That's what the fuck I would do. But yeah, that shit was wild. There was also a homeless lady in Pato, dragging a bag and wrapped in a blanket, going ape shit. And I was on a winning streak at that point. And I'm like, bro, don't come over. I'm hitting the button like, don't come over here with that bullshit. Don't come over here with that bullshit. Because if they shut down, hey, Trees. Because if they shut down this section and shit, because they'll do that.
Right.
Like, they'll come and say, hey, this section is closed for whatever. And you can be, the only way that they won't kick you out is like if your slot machine is like in the middle of bonus rounds, because you can't stop playing. You have to wait until the bonuses finish out. But I was doing good. And I'm like, bro, don't come over here with that fucking bullshit, man. But yeah, so after that, I ended up linking with Bay That's Not Bay. We went to a bar downtown, and I meant to send this picture to y'all. He was like, dog, remember the Nasty Boys?
Nah, I hate that. I don't even know where this is going. It's about to be bullshit.
The wrestlers?
Yeah. That's exactly where she's going.
Don't engage her.
What you mean don't engage me? It's no.
Don't engage her.
He said, I think Brian Knobs from the Nasty Boys is buying rounds for all of us. And this what he sent me.
Accurate as
Oh
fuck.
shit!
Accurate as fuck. Oh God. That's spot on.
That might be him.
Hey,
It wasn't his name actually starts with a D. He was here with people from like out of town.
That's perfect age. Like
Man.
It might be him.
So the
Like,
fun
it don't always be their government name. They
I
use
saw a
the
picture of the
wrestler.
Iron Sheik, and he still looks exactly the same, but his mustache is gray.
y'all ever
Oh, that's an angry man on Twitter.
y'all know
I
how
heard.
y'all go to bars.
Angry man.
Y'all go to bars and like drunk white people are like the most friendly people ever.
Yes.
Oh, they'll drink you. They'll buy you drinks until they forget that they didn't.
Yeah.
They bought you drinks.
If
So,
you go to
and it
a
was some-
bar in February with drunk white people, they will buy you reparation shots.
Yes, they will. And you can also,
You're so
get
funny.
everything. Like, you are hilarious.
It's like-
Here's another
I am
shot.
so sorry what my people did to you. Hey, can we get a
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Another round.
Another round.
no? But
What do you want? Cognac. Get them
so
some Hennessy.
we met. Well, I was late to the party because I was gambling, so I was late. He was already there. So when I walked in, he introduced me to everybody, and I was like, "Hey, what are you drinking?" It's like, "Shit, you ain't gonna ask me twice."
Right.
But they were so fucked up, right? And they were in town for a funeral.
Damn.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh my gosh," she was like, "Is it bad like to have a good time at a funeral?" I was like, "Oh no, black people do that all the time."
Right.
I said, "We don't even call it a funeral, we call it a homegoing celebration."
Niggas is niggas, dog.
Mhm. Yeah.
Celebration.
I said, "We turn that motherfucker to a whole party."
Mm-hmm.
But she was like, "Yeah," she was like, because I guess somebody did something, and she was like the music that they played, it was like somebody played like a Motley Crue song or something.
That's when you know they're
She was
trying
like,
to
and we're
pour some
sitting
sugar
here,
on
and she
me.
was like, and we're like dancing. She was like, and I'm like, "Oh my god, are we supposed to be doing this? Like, is this okay?"
That is not Motley Crue.
I know it's
That's not. But
I know.
that's-
I know.
She
She
that's
said
the first thing
it.
I
I
think
started
of.
singing.
That's a great song though. I love that shit. I be going crazy when they play that shit at work, and all my white coworkers look at me. It's like, "What you know about this, Dewan?" I was like,
Hey,
"I don't
I'm telling you,
know."
hey,
No, but
go
like,
to a bar with a bunch of drunk white people and let someone yell, "I'm on a boat." They go crazy for that
Mhm.
Don't
song.
keep telling me this story
Like,
about all
dog,
these
they
white
go
people turning up.
crazy.
Saturday Night Live thing.
Huh?
Yeah,
Saturday Night Live thing.
the
I'm on a boat.
Lonely
Yeah.
Island.
I'm on a motherfucking boat.
Like,
When I heard that
see,
song,
Tree said, if you don't turn up, it's a problem.
Yep.
But I said, we are at a point where I'm like we laugh to keep from crying. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So we rather, if we gonna be crying at the funeral, it's like it's happy tears. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And it's funny because it reminded me of it was a Facebook reel of
Marlon.
yes.
Yeah, that's us for sure. 'Cause we were talking cash shit and back a little cuz.
Yeah, I tagged one and I'm like, "Bro, this is so familiar." Like Marlon was he on Breakfast Club?
He's on Breakfast.
He was on Breakfast Club, and they were talking about like going to a funeral and shit. And what is his cousin got buried in like a t-shirt,
It's jeans. He said, David said, if it's a dress code in heaven, that nigga ain't getting in. David, dead ass funny for that.
See, Tree said everybody was lit at her mama funeral and it made her
Same.
happy.
We did the same thing for my mom's as well.
Yeah, because it's
I don't remember.
And it hurt my heart because I didn't have that experience when my grandmother died, because my bougie ass auntie took over everything, even though she's not the person that paid. So she is, very, what do we call it? White adjacent.
No,
It-
hey, they can have her.
Mm-hmm.
Their whole family, they can be
Bro,
Caucasian.
racial draft, she gotta go.
The Uncle Workery.
But she gets this like fucking Catholic priest.
Yo,
None of us are Catholic, bro. None of us.
We did just have this conversation.
None of us are Catholic. And they like real drone and just like,
Hey, at the risk of actually offending, they fuck up everything.
yeah.
Catholic shit fuck up everything.
bruh.
hey, but they shit sounds satanic.
Hail Mary.
It just sounds like a nigga yawning in rhythm.
Yeah, pretty much.
As
As a Catholic dropout, I will say that you
a
are
rhythmic yawn is fucking
Yeah.
correct.
crazy.
As a Catholic dropout, I will say you are correct.
Catholic dropout. That is wild.
But yeah, so it's like,
Like I'm dropping out of Catholicism.
See,
I
Tree
dropped
Tree
out
said
at
I
age
grew up in a
15.
Catholic church, so I know.
Yep,
I'm a
exactly.
part of the aftermath version of Catholic being Lutheran. They
yeah,
broke
so-
away from
Right.
Death Row.
That's right. Yeah, that's all Lutherans are.
You're the Tupac.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
So going to a Catholic funeral, there is nothing to distract you from the fact that your loved one is at the front of this fucking church. Like, you don't have any happy memories
I'm
and shit because
sorry.
they're just, Catholics are fucking depressing.
They are.
They're
They
fucking
can't- they can't
depressing.
They
That's
can't.
it.
That's good. That's because they know they're terrible
Hey, whoa.
people.
No, hold on. You
Not
gotta
all.
remember.
Oh, sorry, I
Preachers,
forgot. I'm a drop out.
right?
I'm
You're a
gonna
drop
continue.
out. Preachers can't fuck. Nuns can't fuck.
Well, guess what they be doing?
They fucking the kids.
Fuck it.
You know
I
what?
wasn't gonna say all that.
See, let's not.
That
we're not
already
going
lets you
into
know.
that.
I don't want to be a part of religion where if I get a job here, I can't fuck.
Hey, I'm just saying, we ain't never
Ain't the
heard
Pope
of
Catholic?
Reverend
Yeah.
Leon
Yeah.
Johnson from the Episcopal Baptist First Church Ebenezer
Yo, ain't the how many
with these
popes
kind of
is
scandals.
It's one.
Just one.
Catholicism
Which one
actually
died?
was
But is
taking
that
over,
like
it
a
was taking over the
That's a
fucking world.
lifetime job.
That's,
Yes,
ain't
so
that a
now or they
recurring
drop
job?
out.
Like
And
when
you-
you die, we go get a new pope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
within
Oh,
like
okay.
a week.
Yeah, no, with them they try to do
Yeah,
it
see,
quicker.
Tree
than
said
that.
Yeah.
she'd drop out.
No,
too.
no,
I
take
fucking
that back.
bet.
No, it's not for life anymore. Because the last pope, that nigga retired. He quit.
Oh yeah, he was like, I'm over this shit.
I'm out. I'm out.
Like
You
that one.
can't handle them scandals, man.
Right.
He
That's why he
couldn't. That's
quit.
what it was.
That's why he
All
quit.
right. It
Yo,
got deep.
imagine getting hired for a job and then they show you all the paperwork. You're like, oh, y'all niggas touch kids? Like, what the fuck y'all doing down here? I did not sign up for this.
Like I gotta go.
That's wild when a nigga quit a job that's supposed to be for life.
Bro, no.
Right.
See, and Tone talking about something you get in an hour. No, you don't.
I made my mistake. It's the Lutherans.
Lutheran is 40
4.5
minutes?
hours?
Yeah.
45
Yo,
minutes.
did they sing a song?
Yeah,
and-
Hour, no,
45
hour and
minutes
15,
to
an hour.
hour and
So-
15 minutes. I had enough time to make the Packer game every Sunday.
Yeah, it's the
When I was dating Ken, one of his best friends,
Lutherans.
his
no,
sister passed away.
No, she said her godmama's funeral was 4.5 hours.
Right.
Not the church
That's
service.
what I'm
Church
saying.
service.
Oh no, I thought we was talking about the length of funerals
Oh, no,
because
we're
I was talking
talking
about the Catholic like
Oh,
officiating that
nigga
shit.
funerals last.
That's
Let-
because
let it
the
forever.
pastor don't get up there and do his job. Dog would say a few good words, a couple of great lies, and then he try to convert you to his church.
Oh no, it's the
That's
line.
basically what it is.
it's
We
the
talked
line of
about
people who
that with
wanna talk, too.
Juan wasn't there, but we talked about that with my Aunt Pee Wee funeral. Most of the time, dog was talking and was trying to get niggas to join his fucking congregation. And it's like we didn't even need you here, bro. 'Cause you came here. You said this one little, and then everybody else. Somebody else had to read the obituary. Somebody else had to do the acknowledgement.
Yeah.
Somebody else had to sing. What are you here for besides fucking advertisement?
5-star. He was looking for the 5-star recruits.
Look, fam,
He was scouting like y'all was high school kids. He was a college coach.
I respected my granddad's funeral we just went to because they got in there, they said their piece, family said their words. Johnny J sung a song, and no, my fault, Danny Boy sung a song, and we went home. Wasn't nobody trying to recruit nobody because the damn church itself was falling apart because of Mississippi. So
No, True said she was Catholic. Okay, so you know what I'm gonna do?
we're gonna talk to
If
you.
I decide to get another job,
You gonna be a nun?
no, if I get
That's
if I
impossible.
decide to get another job and someone passes and I have to go to a funeral and they're like, and I have to take time off, I'm gonna just be like, hey, just so y'all know, just gonna be like a 5-hour set. They was Catholic. I'm using that to get out of work.
Yeah, they might make you stay home for the whole day.
I just
Danny said that's facts. Black funerals are church advertisements, like dead ass.
For
All
no
that,
reason.
bro, we are here for this motherfucker sitting right at the front of the room. All right, everybody got a fucking bird's eye. Everybody is looking at the front of the room, but all you were doing is talking to us about us and our souls.
Yeah.
Our souls ain't in jeopardy right now. We need to focus on that motherfucker up there.
Look,
But what
Leave me
about the
alone.
ones that say the wrong name? You ever been to the ones that said the wrong name?
Yeah, his grandma
See, that's when I
got
be like, now we gotta
his
go.
grandma got the preacher for our auntie's funeral, and he said the wrong name. Motherfucker, it's on the obituary.
Right.
It's right there.
you ain't got
Exactly.
the decency to ask before you walk. Hey, what's her name, real quick? I just want to make sure I'm saying it right.
Right.
That's all you gotta do. Fam.
And it ain't like he ain't have enough goddamn time to study because he was sitting down while everybody else was fucking working the mic.
Right. Like you got family member that's coming up there. I'm gonna miss Auntie Clandestine. Like that's all you gotta
And
listen.
which
my
is
nigga.
funny because now she kind of pulled like with my other auntie, her sister.
Hold on,
did.
McFan, Danny McFan. Where the fuck you come from?
Right. I'll never see him in the comments.
No, I know this nigga. Where the fuck you come from?
But
See,
like we're Facebook
Right.
friends. I never see him in the comments. But no, like she did the
Talking about
same
church.
thing. Like his what did he God damn it. I had a brain fart. Sorry, I got distracted. Oh yeah. So she did the same thing where we decided that we wanted one person to officiate, do the service, but she went and just enlisted somebody else. So my aunt's kids, like my cousins, they had somebody that they want to, and she's like, "Oh, well, I already asked mine." Nobody fucking told you to do that.
Exactly.
You literally
And
had one job.
he was giving real Reverend Leon Lonnie Love ish energy, bro. Like this nigga was just shady, and I'm like, you know what? I understand why she goes to that church.
Yeah, that was
That is
stuff because it was on
funny.
my other page. I had to,
That was show. I'm like, I ain't see that. What's going on?
yeah.
But right, dog had one job.
One
That's
job.
it.
All
That's all you
they
had to do.
all they do is get on the microphone, smack their lips, and do like this dabbing and shit, like they up there doing some fucking work. Fuck you and that handkerchief, nigga. Do what the fuck?
Dearly
The
beloved,
lights is hot
we are gathered here today to
because
On
lay,
evil.
lay to
On the
rest.
Every so often you get somebody who actually kill it though. Every so often. Like
'cause
I went to
they
one. I
be-
was like,
they be waiting. This,
one dude kill it. Like he going there like his bars.
like this is
Because
custody.
it's like we are here for a homegoing service. We are supposed to be celebrating the life of the person in front of us. And you turn it into a fucking church service. Bro, I'm not here for that. I'm here for a send-off. And you sitting up here like them fucking Navy since Reed's turned 18 and she's graduating. Them fucking Navy and Army recruiters
Oh,
and
yeah,
shit keep
yeah.
calling.
Oh
They're
yeah.
fucking goddamn. I hate them.
Yeah.
They almost
'Cause
got
they got
They
you.
almost got me.
Because they got you.
They
No,
almost.
I went them home.
Well,
I did
while
a
we
year
are
in college
on,
and didn't like it.
I want to take a quick break because while
gotta
we are
talk about
on
Ree.
the topic of Ree and them trying to recruit her and like, oh, well, what are her plans after high school? I'm like, she's already been accepted to MyAd, and oh, well, does she have scholarships and does she have blah 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 blah? And I'm like, y'all ain't finna trick my baby into going so y'all can pay for it because
Right.
we good. But no,
It's good money.
we just got
But you gotta give up your soul.
bro. Look,
It's good money.
it's just I
Reparations.
don't.
Reparations.
Seeing how the U.S. is like with people that serve for them and they don't give a fuck. Like you literally lay your life on the line for this weak ass fucking country, and then you come back and they be like, "All right, so here's like a little bit for that arm that you lost, but
America be hitting niggas with the. So what you about to do?
yes."
Right.
When
Bro,
you come home and you're discharged,
Who
they
are
hit
there?
you with the
Mhm.
so
Right,
for real.
Right.
Like damn, for real. Shit. my
Like, damn,
bad.
that's messed up that you got PTSD and all that shit. But here go a pill.
No, wait, hey, this nigga version right
Here
here.
go a pill. Here go a special kind of loan you can get for your home, and you can get free pancakes.
Here
on
it go
Memorial
right
Day.
here.
Right.
Here go the government. That's crazy.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Damn, that's
Like
crazy.
man, I almost died for this.
That's
Real-
crazy.
That's wild.
That's on God, bro. I
Yeah.
mean, so you don't want these free pancakes?
That's wild as fuck.
Like you not trying to eat at Applebee's?
Yeah.
Like
Right.
I'm trying to give you the good life, and you complaining like so you don't want this?
So
Yeah.
you telling me you don't want this VA loan?
No, America taxes.
No, but
Like the VA loan ain't even interest free. At least make
At
it
all.
interest.
God damn, really?
No,
How much interest is it?
Wow.
it's
couple
literally
percent-
it's literally the same loan that you can get as an FHA, but you just don't have to have all the requirements.
Yeah.
It's a low interest.
Wow.
It's a low interest, but it's still interest.
Mhm.
Like my life and what I did for this 4
Nah, they don't
years,
give a fuck,
I
bro.
can't even get a.
They want to make
Man,
money
yeah,
off
you
your
almost
shit.
died for
Well, here go the 2%.
I
We
can't
got
sponsor
just
this.
2% though instead of 3.5.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
Right. You gonna
And
And you don't need M&I. I mean, MI insurance.
if I
PMI.
were to serve
Oh,
in
no, you
the
still need
fucking
that.
military,
First time homeowner.
Are you serious?
you still
Dead
need
ass.
PMI?
Wow.
First time homeowner, you still need PMI.
That's
You don't need MI.
Look, wow, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Big fact.
yeah. But
Oh yeah, and then we got this shitty ass hospital too.
y'all know that
right.
Ree got accepted to
I
MyAd,
ain't gonna
and
say
I informed y'all that I wasn't aware of,
How expensive this shit was.
yeah,
we did a whole episode.
Yeah.
yeah, like I said, for those that are not familiar, just to recap, Milwaukee Institute of Art and Design, like that is where my daughter got accepted. And I thought, because we live in Milwaukee with the fucking school, so
Nope.
I assume that because it's local to us, that it was, community college vibes.
Nope.
So I thought that it was basically just an art community college, but I was happy that she was going.
Learned you.
super
Dum, dum,
disrespected,
dum,
like one of the most
No.
elite art colleges in the nation.
Right, learned you real quick.
Yeah, like
It's like one of the Harvards of the nation.
yes.
Yeah.
So this is definitely, art university. I think what tricked me, like I said, is because they don't have like a campus. It's just one building.
They're just in the third ward chilling.
Right. So it's like we got Marquette here, but it's a
That's a
full
campus.
campus.
Yeah.
We got UWM.
That's
It's
the
a full
Catholics
campus.
taking over though.
And then it's like even with MATC, they got different buildings.
Yeah.
So with them just, hey, little standalone, I didn't think it was a big deal. It's like it's
Could-
built like a high school.
It's
Could you-
small.
And depending on what fucking high school
They
it
don't-
is, even they got fucking campuses and
they
shit.
don't have a lot of enrolled students. So to get a exclusive scholarship to such a small school with a talent that all these people are all like competing for is outstanding.
Well,
That shit
you
is
also
outstanding.
take into
Yeah.
consideration that a lot of art students don't do their best work within like the confines of an institution. So they have like studios and labs and partnerships with
Yeah, they go to
other-
school. They go to schools that actually
Right.
like, hey, you
Yeah.
are,
So like I think that's what it is with my ad. Like you come here for class, but you do everything somewhere else probably.
But I heard that like they are like super dope, like with the alumni and shit. So like
And see,
even
that's-
once you graduate, you still have access to their resources
and
and all
I
of
think
that
that's
shit.
probably
So,
what it is.
Yep. So that's dope.
That would make
That's
sense.
real
they
dope.
got a hella network. They be in advertising, marketing. They in like the most like elite ass
Everything.
industries.
Nigga, they
with
are
art.
the,
Yeah,
they
'cause
are the
last
secret
year-
society.
Because last year, she internship for y'all know the Milwaukee Tools logo. Like
Yeah.
whatever place did that, that's where she interned at. So they actually had to do product design
That's what's up.
as for part of their projects. So that was something that was really
Nigga,
dope.
I'm a grown ass motherfucker who claimed to be an artist, and I went to one of the like senior shows. I was like, God damn, this motherfucker is cold. Like you cold as shit. And you like 20.
Man.
You
Yeah.
20 years
Right.
old.
Yeah,
But
but
believe it all, she started all this by drawing pussies.
she did not start drawing
Go
pussies.
figure.
She started
Right.
drawing those cockeye cats and the rat with the big old balls that she said was legs that I posted on Facebook like back when she was first, starting out.
But you know what? You can actually pat yourself on the back because your artistic talent is hilarious as fuck. It's crude and elementary, but it's a point across.
That's because it's a story with hers.
Dude, it'd be hilarious.
It's funny because
But the
Lily.
depiction is perfect.
It does. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
The
I'm
thing
like,
about it
so-
is Lily's into drawing now too. She's been drawing these weird ass anime stuff. At first, I was like, "Stop writing on everything." I was like, "Nah, let's go ahead and let's get you some art equipment."
Right.
Yeah, because that's how it starts.
Yeah, just go
Like
on.
I first noticed with Ree because it's like, damn, this little motherfucker coloring her ass off neat.
In the lines and shit.
Yeah.
And it's like it wasn't just that it was neat in the lines. It was like, when
Blend.
kids color, you can damn near see pieces of the crayon because they pushing down so hard. Like she was like
She had control
figuring
of shit.
shading and shit. I was like, God damn. So that's what made me,
And she did that with nobody taught her to do that shit?
No,
That's what she
she's-
wanted to do.
That's
self-taught.
probably why they wanted her because she got that raw talent.
Yep, so once-
it's hard to teach that shit.
She's
Yeah.
she's the Brock Lesnar,
which is funny because I am the complete opposite. I have never been artistic. I've never been able to draw, never been able to do anything. I just started out with doing like those stick figure shit. Because I'm like, that's what makes it funny because I can't draw. And then I started seeing little shit and I'm like, well, I can remember details though. So I try to put that onto it to make it at least look semi-decent. But the fact that I can't draw, to me, that's what makes my drawing so funny.
But the expression, the art is the expression of your thought. And you express your thought and put it on paper. And every motherfucking person who watched that shit be like, that shit hilarious and I get it.
But and that's the thing, and it's like when I wasn't doing them, people would be all, man, you need to do this, you need to bring the stick figure back. And I can't just do that.
Not on demand.
It has to be something that make like the whole when
What's my
I drew
motivation?
dude with his when I
What's my motivation?
when I drew dude with his booty out, it was something like, now this nigga.
or the Twinkie.
Did
Yeah.
you draw the fight at at the bar.
Yeah, that's when we had his
Yeah, that
booty
was her
out.
with the booty out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right ass shit.
Yep.
Yep. Hey, darling.
Hey.
Yeah, but so we just got her official financial aid package. And my whole goal has been to like do whatever I can. Like I've been applying for a lot of scholarships, grants. If anybody wants to write her letters of recommendation for scholarships, please do so. I need all the help that I can get because I'm trying to collect all of these funds and hopefully we don't have anything out of pocket or try to minimize it as much as possible.
I got her.
Shit, I
I
got
got
her.
her.
So
I just thought
oh
about-
yeah,
I got-
and you administer man,
I
listen,
got her.
listen.
I just thought about it. I gotta look at my fucking financial aid thing. I'm about to get my check soon. Shit.
Yeah, I was looking at. I was,
Dang,
like,
so
I was
you the
looking
only
at. I was,
sexy one here.
the fuck. The fucked up thing about that financial aid package, I know your business was put out there, but the fucked up thing about that is that you still have to get a fucking staffer loan. You
Yeah.
still got to get a loan, and it's not a lot, but
Right.
damn,
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I wasn't expecting that. So when she got accepted, I'm thinking she's gonna be cool with just with their scholarship and the Pell Grant type shit, right? Because I didn't know how expensive it was.
Mhm.
I'm used to going to fucking school and getting a financial aid refund.
Yep.
No,
You
they
go,
was like,
go do a little shopping.
I'm used
That
to a
is-
financial
that
aid
is
refund.
why-
hey, financial aid
That
was
is
like,
why I'm checking my financial aid
and
right
it was like,
now.
that's all you got.
Got cut my check.
Because how many niggas that we knew dropped out as soon as they got that fucking refund? Shit, they was in classes just long enough to get that financial aid refund, and then they fucking dropped the classes.
I'm about to check mine.
So
Man,
I'm
my
thinking-
system was so dope. My car system was so dope.
Man,
With my refund, I went straight to the fucking stereo shop.
so
No books.
Dog, you are old.
Right.
No books.
Still went to Sam Goody when he was done.
So
he
the
said-
total
no, he said
tuition.
the car shop. Like there was literally just a store selling audio.
Oh, and to
It
answer the
is.
question,
I know
They
that's
put
why
that
it's
shit in.
funny.
to answer the question, because we were wondering about this, it is not included for them to stay on the dorms.
For real?
What?
No,
That's extra?
yes,
Wow.
if they want to stay, in a dorm with two other roommates, it's a little over 6,000 for a 3-person occupancy.
That's a fucking apartment.
If
It
they
is.
want to stay with just one other, because they want a little bit more privacy, it's a little over 8,000 plus 1,700 for the meal plan.
So you know what that's gonna do? That would do if she chooses that. That would up her grant. I mean her loan.
Yeah, because if you choose room and board, they'll cut a bigger check.
They'll cut a bigger check.
So
But-
she's not
but-
gonna-
Yeah, that don't mean that them cutting a bigger check is going to a bigger amount of money. So it ain't like it's
I know, but I'm saying that.
But yeah.
this is my theory. Being a freshman on any college campus, engulfing yourself in the culture of being there, present, is better
worth it.
than coming from, because you're separating yourself from the culture by going home and then coming back and then you hear about like all the shit that's going on and all the people that's making connections and whatnot. You're not. It takes longer to build those relationships because I stayed off campus when I first.
Oh,
went to
I
college.
understand. I'm just not a rich white motherfucker that
I
has
understand.
shit planned out.
I feel you.
I understand, but I mean,
For financial purposes, especially because I told y'all, said that she didn't even want to go to college at all if it wasn't fully paid for, because she doesn't want to be in debt for college. So that was the whole thing. She was like, I don't even want to go, because remember we said that Tamika don't tell her that it ain't fully paid for yet, because then she go, start tripping about it. So when I saw that, I'm like, I'm not even go, entertain the idea, because it's like it's already shit. I'm struggling now, and it's what, so it's 40,000 for the year. She got the $18,000 presidential scholarship, and we knew that from when they gave her acceptance. But once she got accepted and they processed her financial aid, she got an additional $4,480 for a grant from my ad. The Pell Grant, I knew that was gonna be $73.95. She got the SEOG grant for $500, Wisconsin grant for $4,100, and then the remaining $5,500 for the year would have to be loans. So I'm trying to minimize that $5,500
as much as possible.
as much as possible if I can't get it completely knocked out. Actually, it's not even 5,500. Because I just realized they didn't put that additional. She got another $10,000 scholarship from them for doing that portfolio building class.
Wait a minute, she might not even need the loan if you're doing the
No,
math,
she
right?
will. It's just because it's $10,000 is $2,500 per year.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, so
But
it's
you know,
only
she
gonna
really
be that
need about
12.
3,000.
Yeah, so
I
it's only
see.
gonna be that $1,250 per semester.
Unfortunately,
You better
whatever
drop
she
some
get
new
when she get the
content.
loan, the refund that she will get will be she need to get those supplies.
Right, she's gonna use it on
We gotta
supply.
start cooking dinners.
Well, see, and I don't,
You
well,
better drop
I don't
new
know.
content, nigga.
And then not knowing how much, because my ad, anything that she's ever done through them, because a supply kit is part of fees.
Mhm.
And whenever she has ever done pre-college programs through them, they send a big ass box of supplies to her.
I think you said that before.
Yep.
yeah.
And she always, we've never had to pay for her to go to pre-college because she's always gotten scholarships to go to pre-college. So her supplies was included for whatever she did. So we'll see.
The
But-
one thing you got to be careful now with is I don't know what her esteem is like and what her like how motivated she is. But once you get into it and you start seeing these people who are like super dope, you start questioning your talent when you comparing your
I don't
work to other
think
people's
we're-
work.
I don't think
wanna
we'll have
be
an issue with
discouraged.
Rita.
I think because for the last, because then she'll be doing it this summer too. It'll be like 4 years of
Or
her
she's
being
already
in
been to the
my
camp.
ad.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like so every summer
So she
since
knows what to
freshman
expect.
year, she knows what to
Okay.
expect.
Hey,
And like I said, like her art is on my ad's Instagram page.
I'm living vicariously
But
through her.
one thing,
We all are.
one
We see.
one
all
thing, one thing about Renaja Jabri Dinkins Ross, that is a bigger narcissist than this nigga. Cause I told y'all she sucked at volleyball, right?
She didn't give a fuck.
She didn't. You want to know how much further she took it? I had to drop her off at school last week, and she was saying how her only downside to my ad was they don't have any sports. You know, they don't have any college sports. And she was like, yeah, because if they had volleyball, she was like, maybe that's something I need to be doing. I need to coach volleyball. Your coach was shaking his head on the sidelines, and you think that you got enough juice to coach the team?
Hey, you gotta tell. Look,
She is the biggest narc, like in
You
the
got-
fam. She's
you
the biggest one.
you gotta tell. Cause it's okay to be one, but be a narcissist with the shit you good at. Don't be like Yamako's about you trash, bro.
And she was a narcissist with fucking volleyball.
But she's trash.
So I'm like, yeah.
She can draw her ass off, but spiking a motherfucking bar,
Hey, Ray.
negative.
Oh, you didn't get a notification? My bad. Maybe you need to follow the page then. Or something.
That's something that because I got one too. I mean, I don't know what the fuck she on.
Right.
Yeah.
Broad ass. She probably
But,
doing push-ups, getting her shoulders and shit.
So let me see.
What?
Hey, she tried to replace me.
You don't
She was,
think?
she was trying to replace
Yeah.
me.
So even with that,
You
you
I'm
don't think
looking
rappers be
at
at home doing push-ups?
probably $3,000 out of pocket. After all of the grants and everything, if she decides not to do.
Which is crazy.
loss.
All that fucking money you still come out of pocket.
Yes, that's what
God
I was not
damn.
expecting that shit, nigga,
Damn.
at all.
But
But I was a big pussy, and when I got to I cried because I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting all of that. But and I just hugged my baby so tight, and I fucking cried. I cried like a big ass baby because I am so proud of her, man, and to be able to get all of that. Fucking kudos, man.
Yes.
Why we ain't clapping it up for my baby?
I don't know. I'm like, we're waiting for the buttons.
Oh, he did
Talk
it right
about
on
me.
time. Take that. That's what I'm talking about. He pressed the pause.
Right,
button
we
right on
starting to
time.
realize all the dinkers motherfuckers want me. Bitch.
Who is all? It's only two of us sitting here.
And neither one of us do.
Right.
Well, I don't know. Juan was being creepy in the Dells, but that's between y'all. I ain't got shit to do with that.
I mean, Rabbit got some big ass titties, but them
Creepy.
shoulders bigger than the titties. So
Creepy
that's
in the
that's a
Dells.
pass.
Creepy in the
That's-
Dells. Hi, old Mario. Creepy in the Dells.
Can you imagine your girl like challenge you to like an arm wrestling contest?
Shout out to my sister in the comments, Maisha Cox.
Panic
Sucks
Panic
a lot
Cake.
of
Panic Cake.
The last episode got a lot
I
of
still
love.
have nightmares. Y'all gave Ravi PTSD.
Well, don't expect the government to help you out.
Right.
Clear your throat, nigga.
Let me
Hey, no,
clear my throat.
hey,
no,
seriously, when people like throw their nose, clear their throat, or do that little nose thing in front of me, I literally gag. Like,
Or
a
clearing
lot
their
of
ear
shit
out.
doesn't get to me, or it's not like, I
That
don't get
shit
grossed out by
nuts.
a lot of stuff, but that makes
Whatever
Yeah,
that
so
noise
terrible.
is, I can't even do it. But it's just I'm
What
with
the
you on
that?
that.
The snort you talking about?
No, it's something else they be doing. It like no, it's not even that. That's nasty too. But like when they be clearing like their throat be itching, they can like scratch their throat or
It's
something.
2 pictures. that I
Yeah,
got.
something like that.
I thought I sent you, but I didn't.
You got too much shit going on. That shit's crazy.
And too. Yes, me gag. That's crazy.
Mhm.
Yo.
Oh, so speaking of me gagging, right?
Okay, I'm going home.
I just went. No, so I just I had an appointment for a checkup at Planned Parenthood on Friday. My OBGYN is like booked out until like end of April, damn near,
Booked.
almost May.
Booked and busy.
And I don't want to wait. Yeah, and she's cool. She's an older black lady, but she book out super far, and I don't be wanting to fucking wait just to see her for some shit that I can just go to fucking Planned Parenthood for. So I went and
Give out the best pap
they
smear.
asked me a question that they've never asked before. Cause I've gone there a couple of times for the same reason. I always have them do, a full everything. So, I get blood drawn for, HIV, syphilis, all of that.
You get a full tune-up.
Yeah. But
They changed the oil and everything.
they've never asked me if I wanted to do an oral swab
I think that's
or
cool.
an anal swab.
Hmm.
I
First
I
time
told her, I was like, okay. I was like, I'll do, the oral. I was like, when either way is, if it's at the bottom, is whatever, same thing. But I'll do it just for, shits and giggles because I've never done it
First
before.
time they checked your alternator.
But then she was like, an anal swab. I was like, I don't think we need to. Not because I haven't had anal sex, but I was like, I wasn't prepared, and I didn't. Yeah.
You had some crusties.
No, it wasn't crusty. It's just if it's a swab, I feel like they kind of go in there a little bit, and
They're trying to pull
Yo.
yeah. So I didn't want to deal with that. So I was like, nah, we can just do throat. So
She ain't booty douche.
she brings the stuff in, and she's like, you take this little tube, it got the little some liquid in there, and she was like, you take it. She was like, you put it as far back, She was like, and 5 seconds on this side, then go over here 5 seconds on this side. So the way that doctors look at you when you don't gag, when that big ass Q-tip goes back there, and it's like, I feel like you wanted some tips.
All right, he's like,
I was just back then. I was just like, to the point I was like, oh shit, I'm supposed to do 5 on each side because I got distracted. I was just I zoned out, and then I had to put it in there, and I gave it to her, whatever. But it was like,
Doctors be
I saw that
asking
little.
for a lot.
The male doctor or the female doctor?
No, it was a female. It
Okay.
was a nurse,
So
but I saw the little.
she wanted you to deep throat a fucking Q-tip for como se dice, some saliva, right?
To make sure
You
know it ain't,
didn't
it
have
ain't no
you didn't have
bacteria
none of
back
your
there.
Almost a
jaw.
decent.
Like
Right,
what
I'm
the
like-
fuck do niggas
like
in the
how-
hospital be
how
on?
do you
Like
say
No,
saliva?
they make you do it like you have to scrape the back of, like where your tonsils. and
what
shit
they
is
looking
at.
for though? Spit? Because you got
No,
spit.
they're
No,
looking
like
to see-
chlamydia,
Yeah, because you can
chlamydia,
have that in
gonorrhea,
there.
and all that.
That should be just sitting there chilling like
Right, like what you
I
doing?
can show you a
in the back of
picture.
your throat.
When I had strep when I went to Houston,
No, please don't.
it looked like fucking little crack rocks.
Yep.
stuck to the back
That's
of my.
funny because that's what the fuck it's supposed to feel like. It's feel like you
Yes.
swallowing glass.
I literally so
I've
it
never
and
had
it
it.
escalated. That was my first time having strep, and it escalated so quick because it was. I'm like, bro, my body's starting to get weak and shit, fever. I'm just, and that plane ride was fucking horrible. Like it was only like a 2-3 hour plane ride or something like that, but that motherfucker felt like we was on that motherfucker whole work shift. I was miserable. We get off. Soon as we get our rental car, we go straight to CVS. I get some cough drops, tea, all of that shit. By that next morning, I had to wake Tamia up and I had to use my fucking phone to write her a note. It was like urgent care because I couldn't talk. And I couldn't sleep because you never realize until you have some shit like strep how much you swallow in your sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize that we swallow that much fucking spit
Right.
while we were sleeping. But every time I fucking swallowed in my sleep, it felt like a fucking razor blade. It was just So yeah, I don't fuck with strep. That shit is terrible. Ugh. Did you get that? All right.
Just for the record, there are a lot of people out there who don't swallow their spit. They just let that shit roll out their mouth and they sleep. It's called slob.
Right.
Remember the mouth breathers we were just talking about that pissed me off? What's good, brother there?
I think it depends on how sleepy you are though too.
Where you were last week?
Man. Hey, I was awake though.
You was not, fam.
I was awake. I heard y'all talking about me.
You was not.
I heard y'all talking. Yeah.
I was like, where'd she go?
I was
just talking.
I was
temporary,
severely high.
We had
I thought so.
on the Death Press show. We had
Yeah.
a conversation about the time when the edible almost took you out.
And then sure enough, it almost took me out.
See, okay, so the inconsistency of the edible like makeup is preposterous. Like sometimes you'll eat a whole one and you're like, I ain't fucked up at all. One time you eat one, you be fucked up for 3 days, and then you eat a whole one, and then you like you might be high for like hours.
It's how they made the butter.
Right.
Well, but the consistency is getting it from somebody who when they hit it, but it's still not consistent. I don't.
Well, if you're getting it from a nigga who just in his kitchen making fucking edibles, then yeah, you always gonna have that hit or miss vibe. I feel like if you consistently are going to a dispensary and you're getting quality fucking gummy bears or whatever it is you eat,
that's the trick, because sometimes it is from a dispensary.
You don't think it's quality?
I mean, no. Sometimes
did you go to the dispensary or did you get it from a nigga who told you he went?
I got it
to
from
a dispensary.
I've done it. I got it from a dispensary.
Because
I
can't trust
a nigga
niggas.
who got from a
I
dispensary.
can't trust niggas.
I got some from a chick who had hers shipped from California to Texas. That shit had me fucked up. My guy who cooks it, yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry. We were just passing time.
No, so we are moving on to our social media creeps section.
This is
I have a whole
segment
section of that. Do we need me to pull mine up?
I mean, we can. Now, while this one was off of social media, it was a text exchange. It was posted on social media, so I'm going to count it. I really.
Are the other two together?
Huh?
Are the other two together? Are these two together or just individuals?
No, I must have unchecked that one. I'm still gonna need that.
Okay. And I got this one.
Because that one goes with the shit with Terry.
Yeah, you only got
on the body shaming.
Yeah, and I didn't mean to send that first one yet,
Okay.
but that second one is by itself.
The one I just
Yeah.
showed and then
So that click on that one. We finna go into that one now.
the blue one or the green one?
Nope, the green one.
Okay. Because I already had you queued up.
Yeah.
That's all right.
So, now this is a text exchange where a guy asked a chick if he could come over. She asked him how long he planned on staying because she was trying to relax. He's like, well, we can do tomorrow then. I didn't have a time frame. Hell, I was kind of hoping overnight, but I understand. Um,
You sound like a reasonable response.
it does until you find out like the backstory. So she replies, it sounds like you're looking for more, and I told you out the gate, I'm not on none of that. I don't let men in my house after a certain time. So if you want to hang during the day till I at least get comfortable enough to be around you like that, that's cool. And something overnight will never happen. Please respect me enough to not treat me like the ones you are used to. I'm not them. He said, that's cool. Totally understand.
All
So
right.
that's respect. I like how he handled that.
Everything is still within
Right.
reason.
It was just the fact that to find out that he don't know her.
Oh, that's wild.
And he already like, well, I'm trying to spend the night. Like, bro,
Absolutely not.
y'all don't even let a bitch warm up.
Right.
Damn.
And that get it, but it gives like because we've seen
It gives my favorite phrase. These niggas be walking in with their dick in their hand and got the audacity to tell everybody else to be cool.
no rabbit. Rabbit like, wait, he don't know her. It's like it's giving homeless. You know,
It is.
He's a homosexual.
right?
Yeah, definitely homosexual.
Sis said red flag. Yeah, so for
He's
you
a
to not
homosexual.
know, and she's like, bro, she was like, he don't know me from a fucking can of paint, asking me, can he fucking spend a night overnight?
He might actually be homeless.
Yeah.
Yo, niggas is
Because
wild.
he's okay with not getting ass.
Like, why do
but he
you
wants
want to
spend
go
the
and
night.
spend the night with somebody you don't know?
Right.
That's fucking crazy.
And it's
I like to sleep, and if I feel like I can't get no sleep at your house, I can't stay here.
I can't go over my family members' houses who I don't hang out with and fall asleep because I don't know what the fuck.
Right? Like, I don't know what you
Exactly.
into, bro. Like, we don't kick it like that.
That's
Niggas just be. And
that's
you,
in my Uncle Tommy voice. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Hey,
Hey, Tommy, one day when you hear record, just say that in the mic and put it on the button.
I got you. That's
like,
crazy.
dog, that's just absolutely wild.
Yeah.
Danny said.
Never matter, but just.
Danny said these chicks be going though, but to not know her shouldn't even been trying to come over, let alone stay. And
Yeah.
that was kind of her point. Like, you know, don't try to treat me like the ones you used to, because apparently that's probably worked.
Mhm.
God knows how many times.
Right.
But
Probably
she,
did.
to me, she was generous enough to even be like to let him come chill. Cause no, nigga.
But at this point,
I wouldn't know.
I was like,
I don't want
I'm
you
good.
to come chill.
I'm-
like,
I'm
at
no,
good.
I'm saying before that point.
I know what I'm
Because
saying.
before he,
Yeah.
you know, said that, she was like, well, you know, how long was you trying to, you know, kick it? Because I'm trying to relax. The fact that she was even willing to entertain it for him to come chill in the first place. Because me,
That's,
Mhm.
I mean, I guess if there was going to be a spot I mean, you want to be in a public spot, but you want to be in a safer spot that you know being yours as opposed to going to his.
no, because
No.
because
don't
if
know
I
what he
feel
on.
like
Can leave.
because if I feel like shit is going left, and I don't even give niggas my phone number. I make them contact me through Facebook Messenger and Snapchat and shit. I don't even give out my phone number because I just know he's gonna do something to piss me off, and it's harder to get rid of a motherfucker that has your phone number.
So imagine knowing where you live.
Exactly.
So
Yeah, I don't be
he
letting
actually
people-
elevated himself from inbox to the phone, getting the text messages, and he going
Well, I don't-
he
I don't-
jumped right to this.
I don't know if it went from
I'm
from
assuming
Messenger or not.
I'm
Because
assuming
you know,
that.
by the time I say, because you know shit gets deleted, so by the time I saved the pic and tried to go back to the Facebook, did that shit, and I fucking lost it, and I couldn't go back so I can read all of the fucking comments. But I did see the comment where she was like, "Dog don't know me from a fucking can of paint," talking about can he fucking spend a night?
Just start dropping a little pen emoji on the stat. You never lose. Somebody gonna comment,
Yeah.
and you get what you got to get out
Okay,
of
you
it.
get it
Then you
right
get that
back.
shit out your
Yeah,
algorithm.
there are some memes that you can do to just drop in there. I'll come back to this.
Yeah,
Right.
you said how he get this number? No, I'm sure they've communicated, and
That's what.
you
That's
know,
why.
to
That's why I made
exchange
the
numbers.
whole the inbox.
But when she
thing.
says like not know me from a can of paint, like that's like I can give a nigga my number at fucking Potawatomi. That don't mean that I know him from a fucking can of paint. We just exchanged numbers. We
What's-
haven't had conversations and established anything for me to be comfortable enough for you to just come fucking stay at my goddamn crib.
To even actually know where I live.
What's crazy is I've been invited to several
Because
people's houses, and I just met them, and I was like, "You sure? Like you cool with that
Yeah,
kind of
I'm
thing?"
not-
And
That's
they ain't never
like
been to
me.
my house.
I'm not even a shady business person. I miss out on so much money because I don't offer customer pickup. Because no, you cannot come to my house and get your shit. No, you cannot. And I stopped doing it where, I would like meet them because they would have 1,000,001 excuses. Like, bro, I'm not finna fucking sit here for 30 minutes when you knew that we were supposed to meet for this package exchange at 6 o'clock.
Right.
And you want me to sit here and wait on all of it. No. So I stopped doing that.
Because they want to exchange package.
So you can either pay for the. They used to do that because they figured, well, if I meet her, then I won't have to pay for local delivery. And I used to tell them, like, well, regardless, I have to get up,
You still gotta get it.
leave my house, use my gas to drive to meet you, and then go back home. That's still an inconvenience for me because you want it faster.
Mhm.
So either you were going to pay for local delivery, or you were going to get it shipped, or you just don't buy. Either way, whatever's more, whatever floats your boat.
Shut up and buy.
Shut up and buy.
I feel sorry for your mother.
I really, 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 really
Hate niggas, because I do.
yes. That'll go into that next one, the blue one. So now this is my personal messages. This is my personal message here, right?
This is you.
So I am in the blue. Can you make it bigger? Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this now imagine this is what made me so, because just imagine how I said I don't allow customers to pick up. Imagine if this motherfucker knew where my house was to come pick up shit. So he's like, do you still do same day drop-offs? I said, depends how much the order is. The system is set up for minimum delivery requirements and fees based on zip code and order amount. Even if it's not delivered the same day, if I have to ship it because I'm hurting, he knows, I've been injured. That's why he asks. It comes the next day 99% of the time. When it doesn't, it's because the post office done fucked up. I just wanted to see you in person, to be honest. I said, yeah, I knew what you were on. That's why I included the last part so you didn't spend money just to be disappointed.
Can I
see you without having to do
that?
I didn't even respond.
Don't put the laughing emoji like.
Right. But just imagine.
Ass nigga.
No.
You want me to deliver some shit so that you can see me in person. And this is why I don't allow fucking pickups at my house.
Niggas is so horny. Like, what's wrong with niggas, dog? Like,
Hey.
why y'all so horny, bro?
Lilo, baby,
like,
I miss you.
Like, please control your horny.
Mimi, are you ever creeped out by customers like this, or is it just part of course for you with your profession? No, they absolutely creep me the fuck out. And Bay That's Not Bay is actually like, he's really, really, for the longest, he's been real weird about that. Like, even when I'm making deliveries, like he'll like, well, let me know when you get back home and shit, because he be real paranoid. And there are even times when like my mom, she's like, you want me to roll with you, especially if it's certain addresses and shit.
I will roll with you.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but and Ree be ready, man. She be like, we rolling, we going, hold on. So with guys, I typically do, like, if it's a male customer and I don't know them, I will usually have someone ride with me, because niggas is just weird. And one of his biggest things is you don't just sell sex toys. You are Comer Walker. And this exact shit, because this is actually on my Comer Walker Twitter page. He DM'd me from there. So
The plot thick.
It's
the
like
plot thickens.
knowing that knowing what I do. He's like, niggas is weird,
Yeah.
and this is a prime fucking example of that.
Look what time you did it. It's like, yeah.
Right,
Yeah, first of
right. Be
all,
like I'm cracking up because of the message
1:39
and because it
a.m.
was 2:07 a.m.
You still do same day drop offs.
Dear good people of the world, I really want you niggas to.
You can take it down now.
I really want you niggas to control your horny. Because I tell you this right now with the most sincerest in my voice. If we in public and you pull that weirdo shit, I'm gonna beat you up. And I'm not gonna play with you, fam.
And
Like you're gonna
help
get
hide
served.
the body.
Cause that's just crazy. Like, man, keep that weirdo
honestly,
shit to yourself.
and I've met a lot of people, that be smooth. They don't, like they might like laugh or like make a little joke like, what's up, Miss Cummer Walker or something like that. What you drinking on, blah, 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 blah. And it's like,
That's fine.
but I never let them bring me a drink.
Right.
I never let them bring me a drink.
Absolutely
I have to go to the bar. I tell them what I want. They hand it directly to me. I never let them bring me a drink.
No, that's for real though.
And he laughing at the breathing.
You still doing those orders?
He definitely said it like that with
Oh, he
the
definitely did because it was 2:00 in the morning. Oh,
Right.
yeah,
I
he
woke up out
definitely-
of sleep like
Super.
definitely.
You still doing them next day drop offs, couple.
Yeah, but that is something that I do
Couple.
have to worry about because it's like you never know what somebody is on,
Mhm.
and I would hope that people are smart
They're not.
because but that's also another reason why I don't accept orders that aren't paid in advance, like because people will, oh, can I just cash app you when you get here? No, all orders have to be paid in full before it's even processed, before I even package it and
Why
do it up.
niggas like
It's not just niggas, chicks have done that too, but
No,
it's
no,
like, but
when
that's why I don't like cash orders and none of that shit. No, everything has to be done through the site because at least, and then it's like you'll get some people like they don't put if they're not paying like with a card, they won't have like their real name in there, and it'd be like kind of like.
No, I was grouping like niggas as a people when I said why niggas like that.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Can I transfer?
like go. Do you walk in the mall and be like, hey yo, I don't have it. Like, can I cash app you the other? No, you don't. When the register ring up $32.50, bitch, you put $40 on the
Well,
table,
that's kind
or you swipe your fucking card.
that's
Like, I
kinda-
hate people though.
But no, that's kind of a bad example because when they go in the store, like they're getting the merchandise at the same time that they're paying. This is more of a they can't go on Amazon and be like, hey, all right,
You can't go to the fucking Nike app and do that.
Send me this.
I can't be
And
like,
then
hey
I'll
yo,
pay you
man, let me
later,
get
bro.
them retro 13s, but I'm gonna pay you, later.
Yeah,
Can we
right.
divvy? Nah, I gotta pay you $230 in full. Like, yeah, man, people
Right.
stop blowing your fucking nose. I don't know what y'all doing,
Mhm.
I'm
but people
sending
crazy.
these in now I'm finna send them in order, Tom.
Am I okay? I'm slightly fine.
Can we transfer this frame of thought while he's pulling things up
Yes.
with the idea of dating? No, I might a couple dates where I had a individual. I'm like, hey, let's go have drinks or whatever, and we'd meet at the spot.
Yeah.
And,
That's me as fuck. You can't pick me up.
but there was one moment where I was like, yo, okay, this is the spot I want to go to. Want me to pick you up? And she was like, yes. I was like, okay, this is a breakthrough. I mean, you just said it right there, but that is a breakthrough if somebody is like, hey, you can come pick me up because I now know where you stay, and that means that you're trusting enough to know that I can come pick you up, and you trust that I'm gonna bring you back to your
It's
spot.
not necessarily a breakthrough if they were already on that. For a person like me, it would be a breakthrough.
Mhm.
Right, I was gonna say same.
Right, you're different.
Well,
Yeah,
I
for
feel
a
like
person
when
like
he
me, it
said
is.
breakthrough is like, well, if they've been chilling, like that was like, no, you can't pick me up, or when that shit. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
when
Like,
she say, yeah,
well,
you can,
because I was kind
that
of
is a
happy
breakthrough.
because I'm trying to send stuff. So that's what I was saying. Like, it depends. Like, if they weren't on that before and now you can, then yeah, that's a breakthrough.
Right.
But if it just wasn't like,
the middle roll is black.
Yeah, so I mean, at that point, I was like,
But you still see
Yes.
the purple one.
I was still
It's
respectful.
still respectful.
Oh,
You
yeah.
just one step closer to the pussy.
Yes,
Yeah, you know that's
Yeah.
it. That's it. It's,
Yeah.
it's about milestones. It's
yes,
about breaking
yes.
barriers.
In college, they called me slow game.
Hey, hey, you know what? I used to think that when I was a younger and they was like the tortoise and the hare shit, I used to think it was the wildest shit. Like you never gonna tell me that this fucking slow ass turtle beat this fast rabbit. Till I got older, started dating. Like, hey, you know,
Hey,
slow and steady wins the race.
hey, them fast niggas be fucking up.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But no, I'm the same way though too. It's like you're not gonna pick me up at my house or anything. I'm gonna meet you a few times and I'm gonna see if I'm,
Mm-hmm.
and it might take you a good amount of time before I will allow.
I invest in a
where I'm
lot
at.
of anti-creepy like behavior so that it can
But
trust.
that's the thing. But you're not creepy, dude.
You didn't miss much, though. We
That's
was
what
just
I'm
talking
saying.
about niggas being creepy with me selling
I
shit. 'Cause
invest
that,
in
wait a minute, how you
anti-creepy.
ask me a question, I go to answer, and your ass get on the phone, and we, I'm telling her to answer to her question about if I got creeped out by customers or not. Then he said I asked
I do
a woman on a
too.
date.
You
She
want to
made me
make
pick
them
her
feel
up at the
comfortable.
mall
Facts.
and took pictures
So
of my
that you
plates
can actually
before
have
she
a
got
second
in the
date.
car.
Absolutely.
I couldn't blame her. And crazy part, she approached me and got my number first.
I'm safe space.
You know, and that's something that is like really cool, like
Took
for you
pictures
to
of
be
your
able
plates.
to when you're out with people and you can send your location, like share your
Mhm.
location
Yeah.
Yeah.
with people.
Hey, I send my
Um,
location too. I'm a grown ass man. Like I don't know.
Well,
the
yeah,
fuck
no,
that is.
definitely.
And that was like, and like with my mom, like she knows she got a picture. Like if it's somebody like that's, I'm new kicking it with or whatever, like I will send their picture to her phone and give her all of the deets. So yeah, we don't play that shit around here. People be weird.
I
Don't
take
worry,
a picture
Lilo.
and
Lilo, I
everything.
wouldn't stalk you. Don't worry.
I do, however, need to teach her how, because my mom sucks with technology. I do need to teach her how to go, like on the computer to locate our devices and like to be able to check in and like see the last, if something ever happens. But no, I don't share my location with anybody.
Yeah, I don't either. But if it's like that type of situation, I mean, now at this point, I don't need to because but
Yeah, because I'm either at home, at Pato, or at Dude House. Honestly,
There was one circumstance where somebody I had just met. I think I talked to her on the phone. We talked for quite a while the first time on the phone, and then I guess by that point she was like, "Hey, what are you doing Wednesday?" And she set something up for me to meet her at the Amtrak station. We went down to Chicago and shit. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? So I share my location with my daughter. Like, hey, I don't know what's going on. I'm going to Chicago. I hope to be back, but it's
John said,
this is now this is now kidnapping
Lilo
because
said,
we're
I
in another
definitely
state.
don't let me
Right.
pick me up. I've had a
Right.
stalker before. That shit is scary.
That
It
too.
is.
Same. I'll have to share my story after when we get off air.
Niggas got time to stalk people. That's
So-
wild.
Right. Nigga, that's
Rabbi said I
investment.
share with mommy. Yeah. So
That's crazy.
And it be
Um,
niggas who don't even have cars that be doing the most.
Dude,
Yeah.
they the professional stalkers.
Imagine me calling Tony.
Hey, we ain't never seen Joe drive.
Imagine,
Joe ain't got no fucking car.
Imagine Juan calling
But Joe
Tony like,
definitely makes it
hey,
happen.
Joe makes it happen.
so next up on the creepy social media niggas
Oh, this is wild.
docket, Nick Walker, she's always in the comments. Terry joins us every now and then. Yeah. But Terry made a post a couple of days ago and she said, I wonder what goes through a person's, let's focus on this word. I wonder what goes through a person's mind that makes them date someone 20 plus years younger than them, especially when they have kids older than their mate. It's disturbing. Now, in her saying that, she did not say men, she did
Or
not
women.
say women.
Just
You said
person.
person.
Because we know that women do it as well. It's not
Mhm.
just guys. But as usual, all the Hotep homies assembled under the post,
They
taking
united.
offense and being
Look.
defensive and just plain fucking weirdos.
Man, crazy.
Last I checked, I haven't even looked in the past day.
Hotep League.
Last I checked, that post had like over 800 comments.
Yeah.
The Dashiki Avengers.
Yeah. So now Brandon, is B Love Johnson. I actually know him in real, like, like off of social media. Like he's been at the crib, all of this back when I used to live on 19th Street. Um, I deleted him weeks ago. He didn't make the cut. Remember when I said I was deleting niggas before this year because I didn't want to deal with the bitter shit. So I had already deleted him. And if I didn't, then I would have on this
Now.
day. He basically made a comment under this post saying that it's a double standard because how come women don't see themselves as nasty for when they was getting picked up by older guys in school? It's like, well, we can start with the fact that children are not nasty for being abused by their fucking elders.
Mhm.
The whole thing is they don't process it as wrong.
Right.
They don't get that. And I say this all the time. We have been there down this road a million fucking times because when R. Kelly was in trouble, where the niggas came, oh, but y'all was having older dudes pick y'all up from school and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, grooming is something that is very, 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 like,
It's real.
And as a youngster, you fucking 16, 17 years old.
Or 15.
You have, well, see, and they were,
I forgot.
yeah, but no, they were, what are they telling you? Oh, you just real mature for your age, and and this blah blah blah. So you feeling yourself at this point because you are feeling like, damn, I'm a man, girl.
I didn't see this coming either. That's why because I had went back and
Rabbi
when
talking
you
about
had
she
said
didn't see
something,
this
I started
coming.
went back and read it
Because it actually, that's why I'm talking about what he said before, because when I went back to screenshot, he had started deleting shit. Something had
bet.
just told me I got this one first because I was like, you know what? I was gonna post it on my page. I'm like, I'm gonna save it for the show.
Mhm.
But yeah, so he made the comment that it was a double standard. So my comment was, what I just said. Like, well, first off, we can start off how kids being abused by adults is not them being nasty. So there is no standard for that to be a fucking double standard.
It's the last sentence for me.
So
After the dots. That's the part that's really bothering me right now.
So my response, to Krista was, because if we go talk about double standards, let's talk about the real one. How young girls will be referred to as nasty and fast for being victims of abuse, while young boys are being applauded for being victims of abuse. When both are victims of abuse, it does not matter whether she was a young girl getting picked up by older niggas, or if it was that young boy that y'all was dapping up because he was fucking one of his teachers. Either way, those are victims of sexual abuse. Okay, the only ones to fault here are the adults entering these relationships with these fucking kids.
I'm
Yep.
sorry, but B Love shit should just be like eliminated because he used the wrong there.
Yeah,
But even going further.
he spelled managed wrong too. It's too.
Yeah, he got a lot of shit going on there.
I mean, not that, like when you say it like that, I ain't gonna hold you. My math teacher definitely wanted her to abuse me. But continue. She was fine. I ain't gonna lie.
But that's what I'm saying. But if it
I
was,
was saying.
but
shit.
but when the shoe is on the other foot,
She was tall,
had you actually took her down,
oh, they'd
nobody would have looked at that as
wrong. Well, I
It was
mean,
wrong.
somebody would have.
It would have been wrong.
But now
I wasn't gonna
now
call
for
it
the
wrong.
Mr. Whatever taking down the chick, that's a whole entire
Right.
different
Prime
situation.
example one. We got
Same school.
prime example
Same
one.
school.
We both know
So, yeah,
of a male teacher who had past indiscretion.
yeah, I was there.
Where he decided to
the only time
cross those
the
lines.
only time
Oh,
they
I know one
care.
too.
The only
Might be the
time
same
they
one.
care when a boy has sex with an older person is when it's a guy.
Mhm.
If it's a man having sex with a young boy, then it's no longer dap and high five. Oh yeah, you bagged a nigga older. No. Go on, say something. I see you shaking your head.
Stop talking to me. I don't like how you doing it. Even though it's true. Like, I just don't like it. It's nasty.
I don't like
That
it.
nigga said, yeah.
But I
Wait.
gotta get through this because you know everybody don't watch the live. I gotta actually
Right.
read it
And
out
then-
for
and then
those
the fact-
that are
And
streaming.
the thing about it is B Love actually wasn't even the worst person on this stat.
Right. That's the sad part.
That's
Yeah.
the sad
Oh,
part.
I gotta see this
So he
stat now.
comments to me and
It's
he
still
says,
there.
"Come on now, y'all. These girls manage as fuck. Why do girls lie and say they older than what they are? They know their real age, so they know better. My son classmates are girls, and they be saying, your daddy fine. He in the 5th grade. The child holds some responsibility." That is how he ended that fucking statement to me. That the child holds some
That's
This
responsibility.
nigga is.
Go ahead. That's what we here for, Tom.
Yo,
This nigga
is
said that
is
he was proud enough to write the shit.
To think
I've
that
never-
was okay.
I immediately
how old
noticed
is
that.
B Love?
I
Because you're
imme-
not finna tell me he's either my age or older. And if he was kicking it with you, he gotta be older than me. You're not finna tell me your bum ass is holding 5-year-olds accountable for shit like
Fifth-
that.
it's a 10-year-old.
Yo,
10-year-old.
kiss my ass,
10-year-old.
bro. I
No
don't wanna
matter
talk-
how,
Actually,
no matter how you
because
put it, you type in that some
not only
5th grade
older than
girl
me,
said you fine.
Bro actually said that he's older than him, so he older than them all.
Yeah, we got the hope. That dog, go to hell.
Dog,
and never
it's-
come back. This
Gasoline draw.
It's like
nigga's nasty.
Hold on, let me scroll up through the comments because the main thing on this post was niggas saying that they wanted someone 20 years younger for purity. Okay.
that
Purity.
that's
Now, let me
wild. That's
now,
so wild.
Hey.
when you are on this post, you have niggas that are not even, if barely 40. So 20 years young. I'm 38.
That
I am
means you
exactly
catching them.
20 years older than Renaja.
That's basically saying
Meaning
that
20 years younger than me. I would literally have to be fucking her high school friends talking about, oh, well, it's because they pure.
that means that not only when this young woman
Well,
walks
no,
out
I
of
was
class,
talking about 23, 25. No, you wasn't.
And even
Because
then,
we already
even then
said.
that's still young.
Because we already said 20 years young. And you are going, it's a nigga named Tyrone. He was going the hardest.
And that is
Literally
not the
under
Tyrone Erykah Badu said
everybody's
call.
comment.
The crazy part about it is I sit in a point where shit's just wild. I have a 10-year-old daughter this year. I have a sister that's 25 from the result of a woman who's my age engaging in sexual activities in a loving relationship with a man 20 years older than her. So I can understand how that could happen, but it's still wild.
Mhm.
Now, my dad was like 50, she was like 32. So it's still that it's wild. But I'm like, what if my dad rolled up on her when she was 21?
Exactly. That's the thing.
Like, you got a son and a daughter. Remember, that's
here's
the
my
same.
thing.
That's wild when you say it out loud.
Niggas are going so hard for this shit, and it makes me feel like they already got their eye on one.
Or they already doing it.
Mhm.
If
Yep.
you want to be disgusted, Discovery Plus, watch Jared the Subway fucking guy.
I heard about that.
That motherfucker was wild as
Was
shit.
he? They say he was like going on tours to get close to kids or something like that.
He was doing school tours, and he was basically being recorded by this woman who just kind of like just kept on like getting him to actually talk more. He was targeting people as girls as young as 7, 8 years old. And it's his voice. It ain't like allegations. It's his fucking voice saying, "Hey, the younger, that age is hot.
Wow.
Middle school
Yeah.
girls are
And see,
hot."
And Danny says
That's
we-
what that nigga sound like.
Danny said
Yeah.
we victim blaming teenage girls for not knowing better.
Big
Thank
facts.
you.
Exactly.
Because
Right.
my point has always been when it comes to this, because they're like, well, y'all can't say shit because whatever. Like, they're the main ones who can't.
Right.
Because as they've gotten older and have actually matured and not that fake maturity that nigga tricked them into thinking that they had,
Mhm.
they understand that shit was wrong. These are
Right.
grown ass women now. These are
Right.
grown ass women with children of their fucking own.
Mhm.
So they know that shit was out of pocket. And that's why they talk about it now.
Yeah.
Fact. It's
So I'm
many-
like, what the fuck were you thinking about 20 years? Because the high school was literally 20 years for me.
Right.
And the crazy part is most of those girls who were dating older men, those men were like 5 years at the most. There was exceptions to some rules because that nigga was a creep. I can tell you that now. But most of the time, it was just like a nigga who just graduated from high school like 2 or 3 years ago who keep coming around. It don't be they daddy in them in a Cadillac.
Right.
Why
Not in
do
a-
people
not in a short
want
booty Cadillac.
younger? I don't even like younger people.
I don't like being around younger
And
people.
I'm only 34, but I'm not talking to a bitch 25. We don't have
that's-
shit in common.
And that's the thing, because even sitting there
Anything
looking
under
too, 'cause
30
my
is
son is
terrible.
I'm 8. It's 18 years between myself and my son. I can't see myself dating somebody that's his age. My son 23. I can't see myself with a
Right.
21-year-old.
Right, because he definitely don't know no Wu-Tang.
Well, my son does. But I mean, that's
That-
because I'm his
that-
mom.
you his mom. That don't mean his homies know Wu-Tang.
Right.
Who's Redman? Method Man? I don't know.
I mean, now they might because you
ODB? What's that?
Hulu Plus,
Right.
but
They
still,
still don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
I still don't understand
They
these
know of.
characters.
They know of. They don't
No,
know.
they don't know. They ain't experienced.
No.
If you went outside when Lil Wayne was going crazy on the mixtapes, I can't fuck with you. You went outside.
But it's just the just overall, like once you take out sexual gratification, why are you dealing with them?
Exactly.
At that
Because
point in
that's it.
time, it's a control.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. So
Niggas be having kids and wanting more kids.
But it's bum ass niggas who don't want to elevate their standards to
Mhm.
compete with the women that they really should be going after. So they choose to go after women who are young and impressionable and consider it purity.
I mean,
Right,
old
which
stupid
is
women
sick.
are few and far between.
What'd you say?
Said old stupid women are few and far in between. But young stupid people, dime a dozen.
Right. And that's why they do it.
Dime a
That's,
dozen.
that's disgusting.
Young,
It is.
young,
And somebody-
young stupid people.
somebody
all
went
the
as
time.
far and they actually posted the Wisconsin STD report.
That had me wild.
And it said, for those of you screaming purity, the youth in Wisconsin alone
Oh, I was about
Have
to
have
say,
led in
Clap
STD
right
rates
up.
for
Yeah,
the
they-
past
they-
5 years.
Yeah.
It's a round of applause up in this.
That's because
bitch.
all they do is fuck.
Because
I
they
was
ain't
about
got
to
shit
say.
else to do.
They fuck each other.
Yep,
They fuck
so-
niggas. They fuck niggas.
So, yeah,
fucking
we
niggas.
looking for the pure. Like, nah, all these houses got the clap.
Nah,
You looking for
they
the
wild as fuck. They are exposed to way more than we were at the age that they are right
Exactly.
now.
Right,
They
because
know,
of social
with
media and everything,
with
too.
no guidance on top of it. Let's
Right.
not forget that part.
which is where you would have a fifth grader saying he fine because that would be some shit that they have seen on social media. But it's your role to be not even to actually acknowledge the shit.
Like,
And
but
Rabbit
also to
says
say
that
too,
that
like, no.
should
Hey,
actually
that ain't
turn her
cool.
stomach. Like, people are fucking just disgusting. Lilo said, why don't men hold themselves to the same standards of being quote unquote pure? If
That
that's
part.
what they were truly concerned about, they should keep their ducks under I'm sure that was probably supposed to be dicks and they're
But you know,
auto corrected. Yeah.
Lilo just don't cuss probably.
Dicks under wraps. No, Lilo, with you saying that, it's actually funny because
My duck is pure.
there is
My duck is disgusting.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
it's
Yeah.
actually funny
It's been
that
in
you
a lot
said
of
that
ponds.
because
It
there
has
is a post.
migrated several times.
There is a post on Twitter and it said, "What unpopular opinion? What unpopular opinion can put you, in a bad position?" And the guy commenting said, "The whole value idea is dumb, but if every time a woman has sex with a man, her value decreases, that will mean that men are the valueless thing in this interaction. So I'm just confused how all y'all high
Ooh.
value men, but decreasing people's value after they interact with you."
That
That
is a bar.
Oh, see, it was a typo.
Oh, so you gonna follow it up with nigga shut up?
I
I was trying to say that you just didn't want to cuss because Facebook be on bullshit.
Right.
Oh, fuck you too. Just kidding, man.
Yeah, Ravi just saying she can't believe that Beloved type
My dog can't
fixed
Because
his
like I
fingers
said,
to
it's
type
that-
that.
it was that last
And
part,
he
the
needs to be
child
in
holds
hell with jail.
responsibility.
Right.
Like, how's a 10-year-old? Because when you're
And-
talking about
10.
fifth grade is 10, 11, unless your child's
And
not
when
that
you-
bright, then maybe 12.
Because-
But, just
And I taught fifth grade, and that is literally the time where their adolescence is actually starting to develop. Their
Right.
brain is starting to actually understand shit.
well,
like
no, your
it was-
body is
I-
also starting to go through changes.
I would
I've
give-
been wearing a bra since I was 9.
I would give jokes.
So-
I would say jokes and shit and be sarcastic and like only like 30% of the class would get it. You get like a couple. I'll be sarcastic and be
Oh, no,
like
you
say
can
some shit
scrap
and have
that
like
one.
hit a couple of Snickers and other people are like, I don't get it. What the
but-
fuck?
Right.
but
They're
then it
still
was-
developing their brain.
Mhm.
So it should be one from with K Liz on top though. Yeah.
I'm so glad you over there because this is stressful.
Yeah. So but that also goes to Crystal's point, where she's
Hey,
like,
she'd be like, not
this-
that one, the other one, not that one, that one. They all look the same and shit. I'm looking
Now,
over there, they all look the same.
this guy that y'all see,
Him,
Tyrone, he was the main one
Yes, I
under
saw
here.
that.
So she said the same type of niggas who be dirty dicking everything, walking and having erectile dysfunction by 32, talking about purity. Goodness gracious. He comments and says, how you mad that men don't want old hoes? Old is an adjective for hoes, right? Describing and modifying what type of hoes we are talking about.
Right.
But this is the same nigga who was under there
She didn't hold an
who
English
said
class
who
here.
said purity who said
That
purity have anything to do with age. You did.
Yeah.
Multiple
said
times you alluded to the fact that you wanted something young to be pure.
First
Right.
of all, why are you out here actually pursuing hoes?
old.
You have fun with hoes and go
So-
pursue a woman.
That.
So you shouldn't care how old the hoe is. Let's go get you a woman.
So now this person, Tyrone
And not the one Erica said call either.
was only born in 1990. So he's only 33.
So if we go 20
Because his
years
birthday's
back,
March.
Damn, you catching them at freshman orientation.
So
before that, you could teach them
So-
at
so I
middle school
told-
orientation.
I'm
Yeah.
like, I said, you
Eighth
going
grade
the
graduation.
hardest.
The math
I
ain't
said, you
math.
going hardest.
Eighth grade
With 20
graduation.
years younger than you is barely a fucking freshman in high school.
That is correct.
That's wild. Fam.
That's but you had so many niggas on there that turned this into a men thing. And was like, first of all,
No,
it was
it's that
never
man.
said men. It was just these nasty ass niggas
Persons.
that came under here being defensive and weird. So that's what we're talking about. We're talking about them specifically. So they started posting how men are being vilified for their preference. No, they're being
Yo.
vilified for being fucking perverts.
Right.
Maybe because I don't know. Sometimes
It's not-
I think outside the box a little bit.
Nah, fam.
No.
You in the right place.
When I read, like when I seen the initial post, my brain, I was like, you know what? If you 50 and you dating 20-year-olds, it's weird, but if you 32 and that nigga 68 type shit, that's kind of where I thought.
You went up.
Then I saw your post, and then I went back to the post. I was like, oh yeah, Terry definitely know how to bring the weirdos out.
I told you,
It's like she
dog.
be
Bring them out. Bring them out.
like she cat go,
Like, dog.
and then
I was-
motherfuckers just flock. I'm like, bro, y'all don't weirdos don't even hide no more. Everybody's just outside.
Like, I swear, I feel like Terry wake up one day, was like, damn, my timeline slow. And then she'll just say something and they just jump
Right,
on
and
it
it's
like
just
a
like
fly on shit.
the thought could have been completely like she probably wasn't even thinking you weirdo niggas type dating.
Because the thing about it was, I immediately thought of my sister's mom and my dad because they're 20 years apart. So it was like, well, I can't see why. It's like, okay, well, you know, he is an older man. He's probably more mature. You dealt with a lot of dumb niggas. He kind of hit you with some reality. So you fell in love and y'all did y'all thing and had my sister. But then the niggas went down.
Right, like
Okay.
niggas want to date 18-year-olds.
I'm
No.
like,
No.
So
Wrong.
that
Lito
yeah.
says the average human's brain isn't fully developed until their mid to late 20s.
Yeah,
that
How
actually makes
anybody
sense.
over 27 is cool with dating anybody under like 23 is wild to me.
Yeah,
Because a lot of-
adolescent development goes until you like 24 years old.
Oh,
Because
you
niggas is-
so you didn't see the guy's comments that was like, women, us, our brains don't develop past the age of 14.
Nigga,
Like,
you
y'all-
an adolescent from 12.
Of course,
to
his name
24.
was Do
Yeah.
Dirty.
But
Oh,
well,
yeah.
we can see
he has erectile dysfunction.
he's
just-
definitely dirty.
But
He
the,
takes
the,
blue
the
chew.
comments was wild because niggas, like I call them, the fucking Hotep homies. They look
That's the
for
name of this episode.
they look yeah
Hotep
Hotep homies.
Hotep homies. It
Um
has to be. Niggas was wild.
they sitting here and they are trying to find like all of these examples and shit of women doing it. And it's like we never said anything about women not being weird for it. It specifically said people. Once you niggas got in the comments being
Y'all
weird,
messed it up.
we
They-
started
they-
talking about y'all.
Mhm.
Men weren't singled out. Y'all weirdos singled yourselves out.
Because they actually turned it because they are just being the age I am. I do get pursued by younger women. Like there are women that are 15 to 20 years younger than I am.
We have to remind
But at the same
Yeah,
time, it's not like I'm pursuing them. I'm like, hey, and I'll have the conversation like, man, you about to say you close to my daughter's age. I can't fuck with you. And like, and the response is, with so like, what the fuck?
Right, and it's like, nope.
But once again, they're over 30,
Yeah,
and that is a safe space.
the over 30 is safe space. I'm talking about under 30.
So
Under 30 is a little wild.
you'll see a lot of chicks that will comment and tell you like, well, I like older guys.
Yep.
And I think that for a lot of them, it probably was something that started, younger. And because you have a lot of women that even at our age, I'm fucking 38, even at 38, they still don't see that it was wrong that they were dealing with much older men while they were still minors.
Right.
They still don't see it as wrong. So they don't, it's not just men. Some women are they've been fucked up for so long that they can't process the fact that that was a statutory rape situation.
Yeah, they've been conditioned.
For so long, they think that's normal.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
This is very triggering.
But Danny says, wait, let's be honest. There's plenty cute dummies in my own age group that I don't want. We're talking about my friends' kids and my daughter's friends. That's a pervert.
Yeah,
that's a big ass pervert.
Yes, absolutely.
I even feel a way too, because like some of my dad's friends would say stuff, and I'm like,
And I think that's part of the reason why this is such a problematic thing, because when a man
But Serena, look at you.
It gets accepted.
It's not fair.
I don't care.
The thing about Sarita, and if you listen to a lot of shows, you've had situations where even as a kid, as grown as men, was after you because you're not built like a typical teenager.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't fucking matter.
Exactly.
Niggas be willing to risk it.
Oh,
risk
for
it
real.
all.
Like risk it like
Nah.
ain't no pussy worth my freedom.
Definitely not no young
Exactly.
dumb pussy at that.
Right.
Cause you don't get like, man. So you wanted to sleep with this young girl, and now you roommates with a bunch of niggas.
And the fact that you,
ain't that some irony for your ass?
the fact that you don't feel uncomfortable about that shit,
Like
because
it's
Right,
cool.
like you feel like it's just okay, and it's not
Right,
okay.
right.
And that's the part that makes me be even more cautious with my own kids.
Right, I
I'm
got two
sitting there looking.
girls, and this is out in the world.
Right.
you want to do some crazy shit, just being a high school teacher or administrator back when you were like 30 was wild as shit, because them girls was hot in a bitch, and you just like, no,
Yeah.
Hey,
get the fuck,
they
get
took
the step
They
the
took
fuck
down
back.
one of the homies.
So
It's but some niggas gave into that motherfucking shit.
Right.
We know one.
I know a couple. I'm
I
like,
know
dog,
them too.
I definitely was.
you,
like,
are you that hard up, nigga? That
Right.
Like,
No,
that
it's
shit was on the news.
not even that serious.
I was like, yo,
So
I
my
work hard.
my initial comment, like my very first comment under the post, I said, purity really just means a clean slate for grooming and manipulation. She hasn't experienced enough in the world yet to know better, so she's not going to be as problematic as an older woman with knowledge would be. They can still brainwash a younger woman into believing that it's a privilege for him to be interested in her. I'm 38 and Bree's 18. We're exactly 20 years apart. Like I just told y'all, imagine me fucking on her friends talking about because they pure. And aside from that, these ran through ass niggas stay
nasty.
trying to police bodies with they recycled
Ran through
ass
ass niggas.
meat.
and they got ED.
That part.
No, dead ass.
yeah, we got a rent.
I told y'all, dog.
I'm okay with it.
Dog, I was a unvalued used car by 25.
Dude said you was a lemon.
Yeah, man.
The
When I was,
fact that I found a
A
woman.
lemon with an ARP
it-
card.
I'm the
In a
lost.
southern
I'm the
state.
lost Grand National that people pull out the garage. Like, oh, that nigga.
Like,
That-
that's $100,000. Did
You
y'all
know what I'm
it's $100,000
saying? You know what I'm
sitting in
saying?
the-
Hey, I still got some mileage on my shit,
Man,
man.
I'm a Delta 88.
I went to
man.
Grambling and didn't
No,
actually
you might
take
be a
advantage.
Corsican.
I didn't take advantage of the opportunity.
You might be
hold
aluminum.
on, wait
You
a
might be
minute now.
aluminum.
I got some goddamn respect
did-
about me.
I didn't take advantage of the opportunity.
Like, you might
I
be
mean,
aluminum, but
I did my thing, but
Ain't
man,
that
my
right?
roommate had a different chick in
Hey, what's
the
that?
house every
One
day.
more,
Hey, what's
it's
that
actually two
van?
more threads I need to get on.
Hey, what's that van that granddads be driving from Mississippi down to Mississippi all the time
Oh,
with
the
the bed in the back?
Not the
the
GMC.
conversion,
Oh,
the
so-
conversion
oh,
van.
the
Nick-
GMC conversion van.
Nick had actually posted a screenshot from somebody on
Jiggling
Twitter
the
and said,
keys.
only thing stopping men from dating prepubescent girls is the law, not morals.
Dude, that is the fucking
So
wildest.
while I'm finding this thread, y'all can answer Lilo question. She said, for the fellas, do y'all actively call out weirdo behavior to your homies in a group, or do you pull them to the side?
Group,
Nigga, you weird as fuck.
dog. The niggas is weird as hell. Has been said so many times.
Nigga,
In the
weird
group
ass
thread,
nigga.
like-
WAN. WAN is very, very prevalent in my
but-
circle.
Praise the white Jesus that the group of friends we hang out with are not really like.
Yeah, they weirdo behavior
They
ain't
weirdo
problematic.
is
It's
not
more
that.
like,
It ain't
yo,
that kind of weirdo.
Hey,
yeah,
but let's
fam,
talk. Hey,
fuck
but,
you on, but it ain't like, hey, if we don't stop you, you
Like,
gonna go to
Big
jail.
London.
hey, but let's talk about the
We
weird
got
ass.
London
Let's
on
talk
the
about the
track.
weird ass behavior that we don't hear about though, because
Right.
So
that
after-
question is actually like it's tricky because if I know I'm gonna call you out, but the weird ass niggas don't actually ever expose any of their shit.
But I feel like Terry's thread is why when shit does come out, they don't talk about it.
I would have been
you-
on that thread. Y'all
Nick-
some
niggas
weird ass
will write-
niggas.
And I said niggas wrote 100,000 fucking think pieces and shit about Sierra wearing this fucking dress, but a popular nigga, a rapper or something, just got booked for
Like touching his kids,
being
right?
a fucking pedophile and shit. Crickets. Another one, not the chef dude. It's another guy.
Yeah, it's
Another
another one.
dude named.
Here?
It's a
Yeah.
different. Yeah, it's a different Mike, not our Mike, but it's a different nigga named Mike. He had got because I had shared it.
We
I
need
was
to
like,
come,
what is
we
up
need
with
to come
all
up
of
with
these
new ghetto
fucking
names.
Mike,
Right.
pedophile
Yeah, I'm
cases
like,
lately?
yeah, that's
Yeah, dog. A lot of
Yeah,
niggas
so-
don't got boundaries no more.
or I've been
No,
taught
they never had
boundaries.
boundaries.
Yeah, they
They
haven't
never
taught
had
them.
it. But that shit don't just come out of nowhere. That motherfucker always was
And
struggling with that shit.
And sometimes too, it's a result of some shit that happened to them as well. That's the other
can you-
part that they
Can you
they
tag
bring
me in
up.
that thread, please? I
Terry,
mean, literally, just put my name in that bitch.
Wait,
Like,
which one?
the one that's
the
that
Terry
wild one.
thread.
Huh?
Whatever that wild one was. That
Terry's thread.
the one where
Oh, like you mean the post or a
the
specific
post.
thread on
The post.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you don't want nothing to do with that thread.
Yeah, it said, yeah, that was a wild ass thread. It went from weird to weirder to disgusting, and niggas was dead ass defending their sick ass answers.
Like me.
Yeah, so there's a guy, King of King. He said, not my thing, but it really depends on the age. For example, a 50-year-old man dating a woman 30 years old is cool because they both grown.
That's kind of what I just said.
But a man 40 years old dating a 20-year-old is super wild. But look at some of the women tripping about that, like they wasn't getting picked up by super grown ass niggas when they
Why?
was in high school. Don't be a hypocrite now. We all saw y'all jumping car on 24s back then. So that's when I told him, like I had just told y'all, like it's not being a hypocrite when it's growth to understand now that it was wrong when you didn't, when you were literally a fucking child.
Why is that always niggas' answers instead of just taking accountability in the post and sticking on what is going on? Well, you was doing this instead. I hate
And
that.
that's the same as holding the children accountable as
Right,
That's
like,
the
why-
same
Right,
shit.
because this is what he said. He said, I've grown a lot, but a chick 16, 17 years old is old and smart enough to know she shouldn't be fucking with no overgrown nigga. So
do she though?
Janae commented, she said, just like a grown man knows he shouldn't date a fucking child.
The minute that motherfucker rolled up to King and sat there,
So my comment,
the motherfucker was wrong.
playing R. Kelly, he was wrong.
You know what
So-
I'm saying? He gassed up to go park at King.
but I
And
noticed
wait.
something. And I told him, I'm like, those are children at 16 and 17. And the fact that you didn't process them that way, for you to refer to them as chicks like they grown women instead of the girls that they are, says enough.
Facts. Your adjective tells it all, my guy.
It does. Because that's what I pay attention to. I pay attention to the words you use.
Or is it a pronoun?
So
I don't know.
he
Also, a
said,
16-year-old
I dropped my
chick.
English
so
class. I
his
don't know.
response was, you taking it a little too far, but okay, like I said, those girls are old enough to know that you're not supposed to date an overgrown ass nigga, but it happens a lot. Damn, somebody just y'all commenting, making the thing jump up.
Yeah, I went and tagged Tommy.
Yeah.
And apparently Juan did too.
My bad, I gotta go back down now.
Gracias.
Yeah.
should
Just
keep
like
you
being an
entertained.
overgrown ass nigga know better. Just because I didn't word it like you wanted me to doesn't make what I said wrong. I agree as well. If you read my original comment, not just the last part, don't make what I said out to be something that it wasn't. That's wild. I said I'm not taking it far at all. I just pointed out the fact that your subconscious didn't immediately process them as the children that they are. Because I doubt you going around and referring to 5, 10, and 14-year-olds as chicks.
That's wild.
So
Especially if
your brain,
especially if I got a 16-year-old at my house.
yeah. So
Right,
your
me
brain
too.
automatically applied a level of maturity to them, whether you realize that or not. So it explains why you feel like they have some fault in their abuse.
That's why. That's a wild thought. I have a 21-year-old sister, and I still look at her as a fucking baby.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Fucking 23-year-old. I'm like, dude, that is a fucking baby. It is a
meanwhile,
baby.
there's a nigga across town looking at my sister like the fucking steak in a goddamn Bugs Bunny cartoon.
Yeah. So he's like, look at you taking it too far again. I'm gonna let you have it, sweetheart. Enjoy your day. Super wild. I said again, not at all. You probably assume I'm accusing you of being the one messing with him when I didn't. I just said your brain subconsciously applied a maturity to those ages that allows you to believe they have fault in their abuse. That's not a lie. You literally did that in your comments more than one.
Yeah.
Be easy though.
And I want to go back to
Because nigga, like you said it
Right.
multiple times that at 16 and 17, they are to blame for it.
That's sick.
And I immediately want to go back to a post that I made. Sometimes it's okay to not respond to a post, people.
Yeah. But it's so here is
Shut
somebody
the
who
fuck
actually
up.
went through it, and she said, unfortunately, I was one of the high schoolers. But when I first met him, I didn't know how old he was. He looked young. I think he told me he just graduated. I don't know. I think when he finally told me, we were messing around for a while, and I wasn't a hoe. He was my boyfriend, supposedly. I didn't know how wrong it was, and I was pretty gullible back then. That's usually the fucking
That's
case.
usually how it goes.
That is usually the fucking case. She was like, I honestly I didn't know that it was wrong. And every time I think about it now, I just like, she couldn't even finish her thought. Because that probably fucks with you mentally now that you realize the situation that you were in.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then she came back and said, this makes me so sad that y'all calling kids hoes for doing this. When I was one of those girls in high school, and dude was my boyfriend and the only guy I was messing with. And I didn't know how old he was at first, and I didn't know how wrong it was at the time. The fact y'all calling victim hoes because men like you want to fuck on them is beyond me.
That fucking comment.
Yeah. I told y'all they said that. Remember when I told y'all I said that they said that men were being vilified for their preferences? And
Y'all
I said,
have
no,
y'all
you
preferences
being
and we
vilified
respect
for
it,
being
but we don't
pervert.
get the same courtesy, motherfucker.
The nigga, he compared that to like height and weight. Like us saying that we want a nigga that's 6'2".
That's
looky
crazy. Here, R. Kelly. Age is definitely a number.
Tell me no.
Age is definitely a number.
I think I said this last week, but I would rather be quiet and the motherfucker think I'm stupid than for me to start talking and now I'm fucking know I'm stupid.
Right.
You know what's also crazy though? That same guy that you just showed me, he actually commented and then got to, so like he made the comment that he actually looks better than most of the women on this post. That's why if anybody saw my Facebook post where I said, why are you as a man comparing your looks to women?
Oh, that's why.
Unless you competing for dick. That's why I said that.
Just imagining a man out here.
I'm sad.
I'm look at his picture. Look at that one dude that makes that one song makes more money than me.
I'm sad.
Because even Lilo was talking to him and she was like, you know what, I was going to engage, but this is disgusting. Never mind, you be sweet. And she left.
Why?
Because Lilo didn't want no parts of that bullshit. Because he said, yes, I would rather date you at 20 than whatever age you are now. Whether you was promiscuous or not, you physically was in better shape and your body count is lower than today's. I want the latest car, make, and model with low mileage. Not something that's been driving through Milwaukee North Side since 97, if you get what I mean.
Wow.
Yeah.
Funny part is somebody else, like this guy, was hilarious because Nick, I don't think she in the comments no more, but she commented under that and she said, did you have this same sentiment with your wife or nah? Answer carefully because I definitely know her.
Niggas wild.
He said, that's cool. What do you mean?
You know exactly what you mean. Don't play dumb now.
Yeah, because as soon as I read it, I was like, remember I posted that I never heard of jumping the broom, but when dude fired on D-Ray and Mike Epps was going in the car like, ooh, that was me. That was me when I read it.
Niggas crazy.
But yeah, niggas is just fucking.
No, that was that moment. You know that get where the dude with the hair he about to come in and say something, but he's like, oops, okay.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
I'm really ashamed to be like a part of the male species.
Sometimes it's a
It's really rough being a dude. Like, fam.
I'm old, I'm over here.
Right, like
You on the other hand, because you sit right in that place
like,
where
bro, I just want to be a normal.
like you sit in that
guy.
spot where you're not old enough to be like, that's not my era, but you still young enough that like your generation be fucking up. That's where you at.
Right, like, hey,
Kind of in there with you. Obviously,
y'all some sick niggas, man.
We at that point where it's like, damn, you niggas got it rough. We could say back in our days, that's where we at. We can start saying back in our days. But you,
you're still here.
Sorry to hear that, bruh.
Man.
Well, in other news, y'all
Niggers.
know all last week was,
Nigger day.
the Hotep homies was at it again.
I told you, nigger them.
The Hotep homies. Like, but it wasn't just them. There were a lot of women that had something to say regarding Sierra's
meanwhile,
dress.
on the other side of town.
Right.
I like the outfit.
Bro just commented. I unknowingly had sex with a girl under the age of 18 when I was 18. And when I found out, I was so messed up in the head that I wouldn't interact with women sexually for almost 2 years. So I don't see how men can do that shit on
But
purpose.
even then, you were still a kid. Even then, you were still young.
But his whole point is,
and I see his point.
Yeah.
Like 2 years younger fucked him up. He was
Fucked
like,
him
man, this shit ain't cool.
That's not right.
And technically, that wasn't wrong. He was
And
only
he wasn't
18.
wrong.
Yeah.
Unless you in Mississippi.
Oh, you going to jail now?
Going to jail.
Going to jail.
Going to jail.
I mean, it's still illegal.
Right.
Yeah.
But what we saying is like you're still in that learning how
No,
to
for
be
him to
in
say
that.
technically it wasn't wrong. It is because
It's
it's
true.
literally illegal.
I get what you're saying. Apologies. We apologize.
But yeah,
for our
but
transgression.
but as a fresh 18, like you just missed the cut, and
This
him
shit
to be
wild
like,
as
bro,
shit.
He's still
I
reading.
can't believe I did this shit. I can't believe
Right, like,
Right.
shook my bro to his core.
And these niggas is doing it purposely,
on
like
purpose.
he said.
Like they waking up and choosing
Young.
teens.
Like, ooh, let me go to the high school.
What was the porn category they had at that point in time? Barely legal.
Yeah.
These niggas-
And that's like me, like with me doing OnlyFans.
That's
like
disgusting.
I'm not into like the little like the schoolgirl outfit type shit because that's weird to me.
That's weird.
Like I get how people I can do like sexy teacher, okay,
That's fine.
but like the whole with the pigtails
No, that's
No,
not.
that's
and the
definitely do
thigh
teach-
high
I
stockings and the
definitely do
skirt
teach her
like
librarian.
like you a little Catholic girl type shit. You know what I
Can't do
mean?
that. You can do cheerleaders, but it's got to be an HBCU outfit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let me know it's college based.
I mean, the tough thing is
Don't be
like,
wearing your
just being in the-
Riverside outfit.
Just
No.
being in the dating world, like you got to just be like understanding. Like once you start having a conversation, because women are attractive, and honestly, black women between the ages like 25 and like 40, they sometimes look the same.
Nigga,
Sometimes.
Because I didn't know Bianca was that old until last night.
Yeah, and that's the thing that made me.
So then when I
laugh.
find out, like my daughter is 26. If I find out that you are near 26 within a year or two and shit, like I'm like,
you got to ask for an ID, bro.
yeah, I gotta.
Yeah.
I'm
You
sorry.
got-
I'm sorry. I'm
You
gonna.
might have to have the machine.
I
to make
have
sure it's a
long-
real
look,
ID.
I have long
I'm gonna bow
said-
out. I'm gonna bow out, and that's just like.
I have long said that niggas don't have an excuse because all they do is post on social media and be like, oh yeah, you got to take a chick swimming on her first date. Make sure her hair real. Make sure the makeup ain't this. How about you check that fucking ID for the first date?
Right.
Bro, all you got to do is go to their social media.
You got all of the
find
yeah,
their
I-
birthday and go back to the last
I
time
want
they
to see the
posted.
birth certificate. I want to see the baby pictures. I want to make sure that it was really a woman. So you can make sure that she's not catfishing or dick fish. Well, it's technically still a catfish if it ain't no cat there.
Right.
So it's catfishing either way.
Shut up.
Mhm.
Just shut up. You're on a roll.
Because she's making you think she got a cat when
Shut
you know
up.
she
I got
wasn't born.
I got
Can you
tricked.
get back to your point? Shut up.
I got tricked by
A dick?
No. Please stop.
It
I got
was-
tricked by a female
Pause.
that thought that because she hung with some women within my age group. Like she was one of their peers. And we started to hit it off and talking or whatever, and I have been talking to her for like maybe 2 weeks of shit. Like I'm like, all right, She all right. So she had her own house and all these accolades and shit that made me think that she was a grown ass woman.
I had my house when I was 23.
She was 25.
Yeah. That
She was
sounds about right.
25.
I was 23.
And I just happened to ask because
No,
I was looking through her
22.
Facebook page. I was like, it's like some of her poses. I was like, all right, like just look kind of.
This looks youngish.
How old are you? Because I didn't put it together because shit, 45 to 50-year-old people are her like good friends, and they were like vouching for her and shit. They never told me how old she was, and I was like, yeah, I can't.
And that basically just says they assumed you wouldn't go care about it.
Right.
Mhm.
Because 9 times out of 10, there were probably men in their circles that they deal with who didn't care.
Right.
Yeah.
Because like Denise hangs out with her mom and she hangs out with an older crowd.
Yeah.
So I guarantee you Denise gets hit on by older men
Yeah.
simply because of the crowd that she's around.
Mm-hmm.
It's disgusting sometimes, but
Very.
Especially because she
Been there,
looks like
done
a
that.
fucking kid.
she really do.
She
look
does.
like
She's
a kid.
already very young and she looks way younger than what she actually
Right.
is.
But
She looks like a fucking kid.
but because she tends to love to hang out with her mom and her mom's circle, there's older cat daddies that ain't got no problem shooting they shot.
Right. I'll be posting some old school songs and stuff. She liking them and shit. Like, what the fuck you know about this music? Like, what the
So
fuck?
this is no secret. I'm not putting him on blast because we talk about this on Facebook all the time. Some of you may be familiar with Mike Reed. Mike Reed used to shoot his shot at me all the time to the point like I was literally trying to hook him up with my mom because I'm like, bro, you older than me. I don't ain't
Damn,
my
how
type
old
of
is
hype,
Mike Reed?
baby.
I
Ain't my
don't-
type of hype.
I don't think I don't think you can handle your mom anyway.
How old is Mike Reed?
I think he got me by. I think he might be like 6 years older than me.
That's older, but it's not that older.
For me,
True.
Oh, so he well
But
into his 40s.
It's the fact that you putting them on your moms, though, man.
I should have known folks was old.
Sometimes
By,
you need to.
I should have known he was super old by the way he tied his shoes.
What?
Were they real tight?
Yes.
I was
He's choking them.
What?
like I don't know, to niggas my age, we not really tying shoes like
Wait,
that.
how
like
old are you?
kind of just let the
38?
shoestrings
39,
hang.
right?
You lace it up.
Okay.
Yeah, he tied them up.
76. So he about
45.
He 3 years.
40.
He 3
that's
years
so
younger than me.
funny
He
because look where I'm
47.
at because I showed went to look.
47.
He 3 years. He 3 years.
47.
He 3 years younger than me.
He's
And tie his
47.
shoes hella fucking
damn,
tight.
because that's all my ex-husband. Damn, he's 47. Look, I'm
47.
sitting there and thinking about it.
Hey, folks, stop tying your shoes that tight, bro. You choking your ankles. I don't like that.
Maybe he buys shoes a little bit too big. So he can
Danny
wear thick
says
socks
I
in
was
the
about
winter.
25 and a Mexican girl's family was trying to hook me up. No lie, she was 16. They thought it was okay. The whole family.
Now that's a whole nother
Yeah,
conversation
that's a
right
different
there.
That's
Cultural-
a whole nother culture.
Cultures do things differently. 'Cause
Way
Yeah.
different.
that Quincy area, that's just mean that she's available for anybody.
Thank you, Ray. Happy you were able to
King
tune in
Sierra,
this week.
dog.
Huh?
Yeah, we definitely over 2 hours.
Did we? God
Oh,
Yeah.
we missed it.
damn.
It's all right. Because
Fuck
like
it.
when they want to rewatch the live, they literally just have
It's
to.
literally
Just
there.
go to YouTube.
Yeah, it's
Just
still
go
there.
there and watch it.
It's just automatic. It's just lazy when you just wait for it to
Not
pop
trying to go to my page to get it. Yeah, it's lazy. You say, yeah, Mike was.
He said, "Yeah, Mike was on you so bad that his date got pissed and smacked Chef Carr at Rhinos." Yeah,
Yo,
so
yo.
I wasn't there for that, but I remember that story.
I was there for that. That was funny as hell.
The
I forgot about
rhinos.
that.
but yeah, absolutely. You said that's still sick.
No,
Damn, her culture.
yeah,
But no,
we
we're
know
like-
we just saying that the culture's different, bro. That's it.
So we're not justifying it. It's just that's the norm over there.
Go ahead, Ravi. You ain't gonna miss much. Good night, ho.
Damn.
Damn.
No, but like I was saying, like
You
with the
gotta
whole
tuck
like
her
with the
shoulders in.
Sierra situation, you had so many
That irritated me too.
men and women that had so much to say. And I think that the shit that really got me, especially like with
How
women,
bad was it?
because
I
y'all know
don't
I
what
hate
that-
when like women try to like fit in with niggas and shit and be
Mm-hmm.
like, you know, it's like if something not for you,
That's
it's not for you.
Oh,
if
the
she
pick
wants
me-
to show her
Yeah.
ass and you don't want to, you don't have to, and you can
Exactly.
literally just fucking leave it at that. But it's and this is just classless, and this
She's
is
a
tasteless,
wife.
and she's a wife, and she's a mother, and I would never this. You know what? You were absolutely right. She is a fucking wife, and in that picture, she had that fat ass motherfucking ring on
With
one
her
hand,
hu-
and
with
her
her
husband on
husband
the
on the
other
other
arm.
hand.
While you were
Happy
still on
than a
here
bitch.
talking about the fucking dating pool has piss in it because
'Cause you
nobody
can't
loves
watch-
you.
Nobody wants
you know
you.
what's crazy?
Y'all single as fuck, still complaining about niggas that's out here in the fucking dating pool, worried about a married woman in which she is wearing with her husband at her side.
You know what I find crazy? these same niggas always want to talk about how weak Russell Wilson is, though.
I love Russell Wilson.
He has a woman.
They call everybody that stands up for and up next to their wife and hold them down a simp.
Right.
Except for Jay-Z. They got his dick in their mouth, so they don't never say shit about Beyonce.
The thing about it is number one, y'all are talking about a woman that y'all would never get.
Thank you, Ray.
You can't even get the woman who looked like her in your neighborhood. Okay? Let alone get her.
I'm just going to assume that's Shannon. And they know they like Ray says it was like 8 other women with the same exact style dress she had on that night. Right.
But they didn't have the body for it.
But instead, they didn't know. That's what I'm saying. It's nothing on Hove at all. Won't nobody say anything about him. Beyonce done had her ass and titties out 2 years in a row for the same exact reason. Oscars after party. Yep. And then you got motherfuckers that's so thirsty to talk shit. They're literally ignoring the fact that it says Sierra and Russell date night Oscars after party. And that's just, and why would she wear that to the Oscars? And that's not because it wasn't the Oscars, bitch. It says the after party. Read.
And there are white bitches with the same shit on.
Well, that's what I said. They don't have the body for it.
That was the theme of the party.
Wait, what you talking about? Bro says she sure did. I seen it. You seen what? I missed it. Oh, I'm sorry.
It was the theme.
You must be talking about
theme of the
Beyonce.
story.
Oh yeah. Because I was like, man, look.
And we seen it.
We all seen it.
Because then she just posted and her titties was out and she just had like little gold cross pasties on.
But you remember they own Beyonce's dick.
And the motherfuckers, but that's my point.
Right.
They get on here when it's Sierra. They hate Sierra Russell and they always find a reason to pick. They get on here and they act like they got all these motherfucking morals and standards and shit. But then when it's they fucking faves, all of them morals and standards go out the window. Y'all fake as fuck. No, and I told y'all that. That's why didn't nobody comment on that post because y'all knew I was fucking right. Fucking hypocritical hoes.
It is all the believers and followers of the toxic shit that Future does.
Leave my man's out of this. He chilling
and these are
he ain't say nothing about that dress.
No, he didn't. But these are all his cappers. These are all his followers who feel like they need to stand up because she did him so wrong.
Hey, look, I appreciate.
That's okay. Give me 2 years. I'm gonna have that dress on too.
I appreciate it.
If I'm woman rocking that out and I'm with her, I'm actually the one who goes home with her.
Big fact.
That's all
so,
me. That's me.
So it's so funny because people had all of these fucking opinions about, that one picture. Man, look, he don't even look happy she wearing that. If you see they fucking
he look like that in every picture.
Thank you. Russell Wilson literally has the male version of a resting bitch face. But when you do see him, he looking at her like, I'm finna put another baby in you.
Exactly.
Because when you look at another pic of that same dress when he was off to the side, that's exactly how he was. I can't wait to go home and fuck the shit out you.
Looking, I was trying to find.
Hey, you couldn't stop me from just going to the bathroom.
They probably fucked in the limo.
You know what I'm saying, man, nigga.
Because all she had on was some drawers. They easily got moved to the side.
Man. And he said, "What she eat don't make them shit. They happy, leave them be." Now I can admit that like the fit was off for her because she's so slim and it wasn't form fitting. And I hated her fucking wig, but it wasn't the fact that the dress itself was the problem. I just think that she should have had something that was because her body is cold.
Dog, look at Kelly.
It's perfect. Wait, turn that shit around. your fingerprints is
Kelly was looking good.
Damn.
Yeah.
Kelly can't do no wrong.
I love me some chocolate.
I love me some Kelly.
I love me some chocolate.
Even though she did that badass movie where she was a seat filler, but
no, they didn't forget Lilo. That's the point. She said, nigga act like they forgot Sierra wasn't throwing ass on top of a Cutlass Supreme on with her entire ass crack out. No, what they're saying is she is not worthy of Russell Wilson because she hasn't changed anything. She dressed provocatively. We've seen her booty cheeks before. We've seen when she was fucking I love the way I ride it video and shit. She had on and her little tiny coochie was just in that little bodysuit.
Right. Yeah, that coochie was small.
I mean, she's very slim.
She is also, on top of being an entertainer, she's a fucking model. She's legitimate, like she's an actual model. I actually fuck with her stylist because Sierra she be popping the fuck out.
She do.
Hey, her shit do be.
She
on
be
point.
popping the fuck out.
She do. I'm
Her
not
wigs
mad.
be off sometimes, but everything
I-
else.
Yeah,
is on point.
but the actual like the outfits, clothing, like dresses and shit, especially like that little red carpet shit. Like
I'm
she
not
be-
mad at Russ at all.
right.
Can't be.
So and it does it kills me because they really do pick and choose who the fuck they are going to apply these little fake ass wishy-washy morals to. Well, I would never do this. Well, don't do it, bitch. Shut the fuck up about it then.
You're not doing it.
I feel like all
Because
these
you
niggas
can't
is
do
corny.
it. That's the other problem though too, because they really can't do it.
But
Right.
him
Like,
being
for real.
corny,
But,
that's a
I mean,
personal thing. Ain't got nothing
but
to
it
do with what's
also-
going on.
But it
That's a
also
personal
it also comes to like where you were living because it's
Mhm.
like a chick can go like just recently a chick went viral because she was fussing. I guess she found her nigga at the Bucks game with somebody. And everybody was, why would she wear this to the Bucks game? Blah 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 blah.
Oh, they
That's a
said that's not
basketball
what it
game.
was. They said it was something else going on.
Yeah, but
Principles.
you go somewhere like Miami,
That's what they
seeing
were.
ass chicks is normal.
It's
Yeah.
That's just another fucking
That's a-
Tuesday.
That's a day at the Walmart.
like they damn near walk. They go to Miami and immediately get naked and walk outside like that.
Mhm.
And it's fucking normal. It's just because we're here and we got so many small-minded people that feel like you have to do things how I do things. Otherwise,
It's wrong.
it's wrong.
Yeah.
No. Do what the fuck you want to do as long as you are not infringing on the happiness and health of others.
Wrong.
I do not give a shit. Y'all hoes still weak though. I want to reiterate that
Shit.
because I know you motherfuckers saw that Beyonce post and you skipped right the fuck on by it.
Oh no, you can't talk bad about the queen.
They made a
Mhm.
movie about it.
No, you can't talk bad about the queen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go home and watch that TV show.
What's that show?
Swarm.
Oh, that's what it's about.
At the end of the day, yeah, it's basically about rabbit fans
Oh,
going
okay.
crazy over Beyonce. They won't say it's Beyonce, but
We all know.
yeah, we are.
Well, we got two videos that I got to show before we get out here, because they are definitely Hoecially awkward themed.
Oh,
It
we
don't,
finally on theme now.
I don't give a fuck which one you show first. It can be, yeah, that one's fine.
Charles Davis.
I would now be identifying as a ham sandwich because being a nigga is way too stressful.
This is
So
this is wow.
I will now be identifying as a ham sandwich.
And that's what Leela Rashawn called Doug and wait, she was like, "You human submarine sandwich."
Mangy bitch.
So I was dating this girl for about 6 months, and everything was going, for the most part, pretty good. So we had just finished getting it in, and put my clothes on, and she was like, "I don't feel so good." I'm like, "What's wrong?" She said, "It feels like something is in me." So I'm like, "Oh, that's weird. Let me take a look." So I get down there, I look between her legs, and lo and behold, what do I find? A condom. So at this point, I got a disgusted look on my face. I'm pissed off. And she's like, "What's wrong?" I said, "Well, sweetie, this is not my condom. This is." It was an awkward silence for a while. And she was acting like she was embarrassed. But I'm the only asshole standing in the room holding another man's condom in his hand.
That's what.
That nigga said, "I'm the horny asshole."
Yeah, holding another
That's
man's
definitely a
condom.
Will. That's definitely the Will.
I
Smith.
was just
He's
gonna
like,
say it was, when he threw them nails.
All right.
That's immediately what I
Absolutely
thought
what
about.
that was.
And
All
then
right,
it was like,
so let's unpack this real quick.
All right. So
Number one, I must commend both gentlemen for at least wrapping it up. Okay, that hoe's nasty.
I bet he happy you did.
Like wrapping that up. 'Cause at least he's safe.
Look at your brother. Wait, he was holding somebody else's jizz catcher.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because he went and
Ugh.
he pulled it out for her. And it's like this is a random condom, and
did he explain why that he knew that was not his?
'Cause he
Just-
Yeah,
pulled-
he
He
had the
had
other.
it.
He was
He
like,
had it.
he was like,
Okay.
"This ain't my condom," and she
'Cause
was
he's
like, and
like,
he was
like,
like, "This is,"
this is mine.
and that's what she was like.
Okay.
Because he just took his off.
Yeah.
Gonna toss it.
You gotta sanitize.
So that means that the
That
nigga
other
A,
one looked like it was stretched out a little bit longer to you.
right,
Yeah.
nigga A, mean that he went to Pound Town and pulled his dick out, knowing he didn't have a condom on it no more,
And left.
and left.
Danny said they picked the right one to wrap it up with.
Yeah, 'cause she's out here loosely.
Oh yeah, and carrying
I have lost a condom before.
Man.
losing a condom is cool, but at least you know when you took your dick out, it was like
She more
I've had
than a
multiple
piece of
I mean,
condoms.
that's when it
I had
happened
to
though. I'm
fish
like,
it out.
well, I don't know where the
right
fuck
where
it
the
is.
condom goes, so you get concerned. You look
Right.
Because
for
I
it.
told y'all the very first time
But-
that shit happened to me,
This dude,
and after we like literally flipped the mattress and was looking places we knew that we wasn't even at,
You're like, okay, well, wait a minute.
and my literal reaction was I was like, oh, do you think it's in there? Like I freaked the fuck out because we was still new to sex. We didn't
Right.
know that can, you know.
that's happened to me before, but it's the fact. I want you to understand
I said, wait.
that dude A lost the condom from his dick and proceeded to just leave.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like he had no care or concern.
It probably was one of those.
You have no care or concern,
It's gone.
and
At
just
all.
out.
It's gone. She didn't say nothing. Fuck it. I'm out.
And I think that's the fucked up part because that means that other guy said absolutely nothing
Nah, he just left.
about the condom coming off in the first place for her to
Right.
even think to fish for it. So this entire time she probably thinking that dog just went and flushed it or something.
Second thing, how long has she been traveling with this unidentified foreign object in her?
Right, because of her saying that she wasn't feeling good.
Right.
Because I think honestly, as a
She was packing the brass knuckles.
I mean, normally you can
Shut
kind of tell if that's. I mean, once you get more experience, you can kind of tell if something is inside you or not.
Like, don't. No, that,
She
I'm
might
a
have got
dude.
it in earlier. That
I'm a
day.
dude. That's how I was getting there. I'm a dude. So don't usually after time it eventually comes out on his own.
Yes.
It
So-
could, but it could just sit there and just be like, damn, they're
Keep it
rotting in
chilling.
that shit.
Yeah.
That means it was way up in there. Dude.
Yeah.
And bro said, LOL, wait. So if he was holding his own, why would he grab the other one? I am confused.
Oh, you missed it. So
Yeah.
she was like, I wasn't feeling good. So he went and checked her cooch for her, and he seen it was a condom, and he pulled it out.
Right.
Yeah.
She arrived with condom when she got here.
Mhm.
That sounds like a lawyer. She arrived with condom in puss.
Right.
Well, sir,
Ass here.
as you can see, my client has
And it's
his.
like for me, but for me now, I'm wondering
Exhibit
like,
A.
when was that? Like,
When
how
was-
long has it been there?
That's why I was saying. That's where I was getting at to bro post.
'Cause it's like-
how long has she been hanging on to this?
Yeah, because it's like they've been dating 6 months. Now, what if she hadn't cheated on dog? She just ain't been like, you ain't been checked. They ain't
6
use the
months?
speculum.
As
Right.
a woman,
They ain't,
6 months.
they ain't use the speculum and be like, how long it been there?
Talk about
Right.
bringing unnecessary baggage into a relationship.
You know what?
That's
Hey,
crazy.
hey, that was a bar.
That's crazy.
Love yourself.
I give you one. That was good.
Dude, somebody
High
high
two,
two, and I don't get a high
I'm
two.
gonna give you a high
Get
two.
that.
I
What
was-
you talking about?
I was
man?
trying to get one in
Yeah.
there, but it couldn't come out. That was a
You
perfect
didn't even
one.
give me a high two on that one. You cold.
There you go. Bro got you.
That's what I'm saying. Nigga, high two.
All right, we can go
Baggage.
ahead
There you
and,
go.
and go into this next video.
Was that the end of it, or was there more to the video?
No, that was the end of the video.
Okay.
Hey, that
I think what it
him
was
stopping right
is a
there
guy
is
was
classic.
telling his story, and somebody just, you know how sometimes they'll do like a little video.
Like
to
you
it.
might be wondering how we got here.
This is
Like a whole like beat.
Now I want y'all to be quiet and actually listen to this one because
There's
I
a new
had to,
trend
so
going
y'all-
on in the internet.
Oh, I like trends.
Yeah, it's called iglooing.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Well, igloos are cold. They're also huts, so it has to do with maybe people that are
Closet.
in like these areas that are getting ravaged by winter storms.
Okay, what do you guys think iglooing is? We gonna go around the room first before we get to it.
Iglooing.
You already know. I probably think I know what this is. 'Cause if it's anything like snowballing, that's some wild shit.
I'm asking. What do you think
What do
iglooing
you
is?
think it is?
Yo, these niggas is they're bird bathing fucking jizz. That's where I'm going with it.
Bird bathing jizz.
Bird feeding each other jizz.
Oh my.
Swapping.
I think
Okay.
Iglooing.
I think they're nutting on bitches' hairs
Okay.
coming around on their scalp.
I have something close to some kind of fish or some shit that's going on. I don't
Maybe
know what
you
it
could be getting fucked with a popsicle. Who fucking knows? And they white too.
is.
We could go. We could go
That's-
anywhere.
I want to keep in mind this is some white shit.
We could go anywhere with this.
Okay, I'm gonna go way far out. Some ice fishing type shit.
All right.
I'm with the fishing thing.
All right, you all are horribly wrong, and I wish
All
one
of
you-
us?
I wish one of you was at least right. That's
Okay,
how
hold
bad
on,
it is.
hold on.
Yo,
Go ahead, Tom.
Or just creating
Yeah.
little like huts outside.
Close.
Wait, did I really get that on the first try?
It's close. Iglooing it consists of freezing your shit and using it as a dildo.
No, you can, look at his reaction because I think he was just so like,
how you freeze your dick though? Like,
Hey,
wait, I
hey,
got questions now.
Hey, look who knew what it was though.
no, because if that's the case, I did that.
Yo,
Yeah,
Y'all know he ate that popsicle out my butt.
who
Oh,
is
okay.
y'all? I don't know anything.
No, she said it on some of her original shows.
So a motherfucker shit
No, keep going.
took the shit,
No, that
froze
was
it.
it. It was done.
Oh, I thought I saw the little blue bar.
Oh,
at the end of it.
I zoomed back to get that
Wait,
cut.
we freezing poop?
You took the shit, you froze it, pulled the shit back out.
Oh, see,
Lilo
when-
said my jaw is on the fucking floor.
Oh, see, when
No,
he said freeze your
nuh-uh.
shit, I thought he was talking about your meat.
Okay.
No, freeze
No,
your
oh, he
literal
freezing
shit.
Yeah.
Yo, he nuts. Dog.
Okay. So
But did
So-
you hear what he said in the beginning? It is a trend that is going on right now. So it is a trend. That
Where?
means that there is a lot of people, we already know what color they is, freezing turds and using them as dildos.
look, I'm not surprised
Hey,
that the
ingenuity at its
non-melanated-
It's
best.
like the opposite of anal.
Bro, hey, bro said again, I am confusion.
So we should not be surprised that non-melanated people
How do you
do
like?
crazy
How
shit.
do you introduce this to your partner? Like, hey,
Who the fuck came up with it?
What you
Right.
what you
Who
got?
was-
What you
who-
got there?
This was okay.
What you got there? Oh,
That's like so much.
wouldn't you
like,
want to know?
bacterial infections and
I don't think
yeast
they care.
infections
I don't think they
and
care.
all these
Like-
kind of infections.
I don't
going
think
on.
they care.
to take a healthy shit. In
Lilo says no, but how many times do you get to deal the dough before you restuff yourself with shit and it melts in there?
Ugh.
Ugh.
Okay.
Who was the
so-
first one that decided she wanted frozen dookie? Never mind. Exactly. That's my who came up with this madness.
So in the
shit
words
pops. That's crazy.
in the words of our favorite poet,
Bro said motherfuckers just putting turds next to pizza rolls and ice cubes.
Hey, niggas
Jesus,
is
the
wild.
Christ, this is wild.
Like, he wrapping in
You
a
gonna
paper
take this?
towel.
You
Like,
gonna take this fudge sickle?
how do we-
Like, yeah,
like,
you-
how do we get here?
This Jello pudding
But
pop?
look at his face. Look.
The jello pudding pop.
That's why I thought it was longer because I swear I thought his reaction was longer than that.
Yeah.
it did, but then I rewound it back to that moment because that moment.
How-
Well, let it finish playing. Let it finish
It was.
playing.
I mean, we did. We didn't have that else.
Use the silence.
Apparently, that's a new trend. Stop. Yeah.
That's what I wanted the rest of his reaction. He was like, stop. Like, no. Ain't no
Stop.
fucking way.
Stop.
You know how disgusting some shit has to be for a white man to be disgusted by it?
He's like, no.
For a white man to be like, bro, you doing too much. That has to be some disgusting shit.
Literally.
That's a
Yes.
new low.
You
Even
have
for white
you
people.
have-
Yes.
You have literally tried every fucking thing sexually that you could want to ever do to be like,
How enraged.
That's
is
how
your
people end up trying
hormones?
crack. When you like,
crack is sensible compared to that shit.
I mean, but like when you can't chase your high, like
Danny said maybe that's why the last chick had an extra condom. It might have been on frozen shit before that. Ew.
Yeah.
You know what? That
No,
was
they didn't even talk about a condom on that motherfucker. They was putting just cold shit. in.
cold
And that's what I'm saying. That's gonna be a
Turds.
bacterial infection.
This
That's
is
gonna be
turds.
yeast infection. That's all that stuff because you're not supposed to.
that is
yeah.
not the fudge pop.
That's
they recommend you
cross-contamination.
try.
hey, if you at home freezing your poop, I'm just gonna assume your kitchen's dirty and your house is dirty. You are a dirty
Why is your shit
motherfucker.
why is
Yeah.
your shit that long?
You touching shit.
Yeah, like you put your hand in toilet water. You know how cold toilet water is.
That's fucking wild.
You ever had toilet water splash up on you?
Ew.
No, that
Like,
means you
like-
have to s-
Like when
You
that
had to-
turd go bloop and that shit just trinkle
That
up, hit you in the
means you-
butthole.
No.
you either A, shit it on
Like you gotta take a
something,
shower immediately.
Mhm.
or
Hey.
you reached in the toilet and got that
So
Like maybe he put
were
a glove
y'all
on.
aware that
principle.
because I'm really I'm trying to get off of like doo-doo nuggets.
It must be doo doo.
Did y'all hear what happened to Andrew Wiggins?
doo doo.
No.
Did you hear about that though?
What?
What happened to Andrew Wiggins?
Who the fuck is
Oh,
that?
he's a basketball player. but like his story was fucking crazy.
Oh, about the baby mama
and the
not-
best friend,
Yeah.
yo,
It's still supposed to be alleged though.
fuck that. I'm beating my best friend's ass.
As you should.
Oh my God, we sorry. Danny said, I'm about to stop eating pussy watching y'all. But if you eat white pussy, I think that you
That's
should have been
Whoa,
concerned
wait,
a long
Danny,
time ago.
You
It
eating
might
raw
have been
chicken,
a donkey
fam?
or some shit.
yeah, that is true. Danny.
Yo, Danny, if you out here eating raw chicken cutlets, bro.
if you eating white pussy, fam, you've already put your life at risk.
Black women rarely even let you go, from anal to, hold
You
on.
never
bro.
go ask
Anal
them
is
out.
last.
You never gonna ask them out.
Anal
Never
is
go
dead
ask
last.
them out.
I love that.
See, you
movie.
good. Because a black woman would never in a million years even allow you to consider.
raw chicken cutlets.
You said,
Hey, why do y'all keep
wait,
listening?
who
to
does
me?
the freezing turd belong to? The person who using or the person that's catching?
Bro, you just stop. Your mind is wandering in a direction
See,
you don't need
but
to.
when it's me, motherfuckers like,
You be high.
and he's doing this sober.
That's why I told him to
I
stop.
don't know. He be dibbling dabbling too. He probably ate some edibles.
Nah, he just got done moving yesterday. He probably.
Well, speaking of chicken cutlets, did y'all know that BW3s is getting sued?
Yup.
Yep, I
For
saw
what?
it.
They boneless
That's
chicken is not
really
chicken.
No, it's not that the chicken isn't chicken. It's because they say that the boneless wings is misadvertised, because
There's
they
they're not-
basically just chicken nuggets.
Yeah, they're not. It's the whole
It's
chicken
not a
nugget
wing.
conversation. Because you can't make that much. from a
What
wing.
white person did you anger with this one?
Buffalo
No,
Wild Wings
no,
is
what
admitting
lawyer
something
went
that
after it?
most customers knew all along. Their boneless wings are not made from actual chicken wings. It's true, the restaurant chain tweeted Monday. Our boneless wings are all white meat chicken, but their
Yeah.
sarcasm didn't stop there. Our hamburgers contain no ham. Our buffalo wings are 0% buffalo. So now they truck because they like, you gotta be a dumb motherfucker.
Like everybody know.
Yo, did
boneless
somebody
wings are
really
just
think
chicken
like the
breast.
boneless wing came from
Yeah,
the wing?
a Chicago man sued the restaurant for deceptive marketing, saying the boneless wings are basically chicken nuggets and customers are paying too much for them.
Okay, so I get his point there.
Yeah, now overpricing for what they did to the
Overpricing.
Cold Crush, I get it.
Yeah,
But
according
why
to
you
court
suing them
documents,
is crazy.
he contends the boneless wings are not actually part of a chicken wing, but instead slices of chicken breast meat deep fried like wings. This clear-cut case of false advertising should not be permitted, as consumers should be able to rely on the plain meaning of a product's name and receive what they are promised. He also said that
How old?
Shaped like an actual wing?
How
don't know.
old? How old is this white man? Because it's definitely a white
I
man who
don't know
did
if
this.
it's white because the name kind of sounds like it might be like
What's the name?
yeah, something like that. It's something Amin Halim.
Halal?
Okay. First of all, you're Middle Eastern. You don't eat chicken anyway. So
Hey, they do still eat
They
chicken.
do eat chicken, nigga.
Yeah, that shit smell. If
They
it
make
smell like
chicken-
the gas
They
station,
got
they shouldn't.
shish kebabs and what's
Chicken
the shit?
marsala.
Shawarma.
Chicken marsala,
It's terrible.
tikka masala.
you eat
Terrible.
that
that
shit,
stuff.
don't you?
But he claimed
I
that
do.
he purchased the boneless wings in January, but after learning what they were made of, he regretted his decision. And his lawyer said that as a result, Mr. Halim suffered a financial injury as a result of the defendant's false and deceptive conduct.
It is
If
not
this nigga
Mr. Halim.
wins this lawsuit, bro, the shit that I'm finna come up with.
And that's what it is. It's not even Halim. It's that lawyer who ain't got shit else to do. Cause
Who, DJ Paul? Oh, never mind. He said, hey, if a real chicken did have a boneless wing, would that be the equivalent to a human with a chicken wing arm?
we shut up.
Why would you call it DJ Paul?
Stop. I need both of y'all to shut up.
Yeah. So we are going
11.
we're going to close this out with a local story. For those of you that actually love to partake in activities with the hood boogers, Vibe Lounge was shot up over the weekend.
That's the one
they
on
were
like
actually
Titonia.
2500 block of North Titonia. That is one of those places where I told y'all a long time ago, when people invite me to shit
25.
or I
That's
see a
Clark.
flyer, I instantly look, and if I see 20 anything north, I'm not fucking going.
That's by North Division.
Absolutely the fuck
Really?
not.
Yeah. Like when we on our way to Tasty Twist from your
You on
crib.
the 2800 block.
Yeah. Like when we're
This
going,
is the 2500 block. So
you know where
it's-
the barber shop is on the corner of Center Street, right?
Yes.
If you go one more block over, that looked like a fucking old
Because
ass
center
bar.
is 27.
That ain't where they used. That ain't where that one spot used to be.
That
It
Tavy
is.
Uncle used to have.
Yep.
And they
that-
used to do butt naked Mondays. Is
Yeah.
that the same spot?
Yeah.
What the
Same
fuck did they used to call that before it was that?
who
It
knows?
used to be called Passions at one
Yeah,
point.
that's what it was. And
Yeah.
they used to do butt naked Mondays.
Yeah, same spot.
Because Tavy Uncle used to own it
Oh,
when we
that's
used to
crazy.
go.
Yeah, I used to drop you whenever I would drop you off at the Death Fresh show. That spot, that area right there, cracking.
Yeah, but on top of them shooting inside the establishment, because there was actually a live video caught. Somebody was, they got
Somebody's
the little hookah and
always
shit.
recording.
Yeah, they they got the little
Well,
hookah and
dude,
shit.
I mean,
Well, they weren't recording the
gunshots. They were probably having a good time before the shit
Yeah,
got
like they was they there and they in the camera and shit. You see the little hook on the same. And then all of a sudden you hear the pop and they look behind them and then you see people scattering and then it's like the phone just kind of. But I am disturbed that not only are you niggas shooting inside of a place with a whole bunch of innocent fucking people, but
You don't hit that.
as deaf as I am, I very clearly could hear March Madness was playing in the background. What type of niggas is that angry during March Madness? That is like the smoothest song ever. If you can have beef during March Madness, you need to stay home.
Well,
we talking about the same niggas that fight inside strip clubs.
Well, take in consideration that niggas' brackets probably got busted during March Madness, and the song was
They
playing,
ain't had no money to gamble.
and it triggered them.
They ain't had no
If
money.
they was in there, they ain't
They
had no money.
wagering on shit.
Was anybody harmed in this shooting?
I don't think so.
Okay,
but I think
so
the establishment may
no,
be
the last
closed.
time that I saw anything, I haven't seen any updates. But the last time that I looked, they said that 5 people were reported shot, but only one was confirmed. Like they can't.
Is it a
I'm finna
lounge?
look now.
Oh, he said 6 people.
6 people. Damn. Oh, shit, here go the video.
That's why.
Yeah, because it says initial report of 5 people shot, 1 victim confirmed, went to hospital prior to police department and EMS arrival.
That's why I stay in the house.
I tell you.
Why I stay in the house.
But this goes to like
Well, they're giving out free Crown mixers.
one thing that I really
thank you.
can't
It ain't
stand about
Never is.
like clubs is the fact that security is just they men,
Fair.
they niggas. Meaning that if they know you and fuck with you, they gonna let you in with your shit on you. And I don't, and like my home, she used to get mad because I don't like to kick it in hood nigga spots.
Right.
I don't want to be in this spot because I know at least one of these niggas got their shit. It only take one. At least one of these niggas got in here with their shit on them. I don't have nothing.
Tell Lilo wants you to tag her on the video.
Oh, I lost it. Just type in Vibe Lounge Milwaukee. It's gonna be
That's
the
how I
first one.
found it.
It's
I
on-
typed in vibe shooting.
Yeah, just type in Vibe Lounge. You don't really see nothing like nothing that's going. Person smoking a blunt and phone tip over.
Yeah, but that shit really, really just I don't like going out. If I go somewhere, it's a ducked off spot. I will take my chance with the racist hunkies. Okay.
At least when they get drunk, they fun.
Shit.
Yeah, when they get drunk, they buy you drinks, even if they called you a nigger when you first walked in.
And then they'll apologize. You know what, man? I'm sorry. I did not mean that. I'm just like, like Joe Biden is
Stupid
terrible.
fucking ex-wife,
Right.
bitch.
You like, they start
What,
pouring.
what does Joe Biden have to do with your
Not a
racism,
damn
sir?
thing.
Right.
Nothing.
This goddamn president's got me all up in arms about you
You know what I'm
Negroes.
saying?
But we have officially
Dropped
hit the-
everything.
Right.
the 2.5 hour mark, and I want to thank everybody who tuned in and engaged with us. Like, y'all are amazing. I love when y'all talk to me and I get to talk back. This is why I don't watch a lot of pods. I don't listen to a lot of pods because I need to be able to give my commentary right there on the spot. When people go live, that's usually the only time that they'll hear from me because I can talk to them right in that moment. I don't like to listen to shit and then have to go back and try to remember what the fuck I listened to comment on it. So y'all be safe. Y'all be easy out here. Wisconsin weather, we supposed to actually get some 40s for the next week or so with 150 sprinkled in there, I'm cool with 40s. I don't even need all that. Just keep that fucking snow away from my house.
I just need that shit to not be 20, 18, 16. That shit.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
So
I mean, last year was 70.
Actually,
started off rough.
Thanks, Danny. Definitely. Whenever you get a chance, you were always welcome. We enjoyed you a lot. I love people that engage. I actually have some funeral green beans to get home to.
Word.
I do.
Dog, it's got my attention.
Yeah. I thought about that too. I said my shit ain't gonna be done in time for me to bring you none.
The
But
repast green beans.
yeah.
Fire. Absolutely fire.
Fire.
So
Fire.
got
Hey, Danny McFadden
got my
is
smoked
the
turkey
most
next in them joints. But until next time, we
most
got a hoe.
mysterious nigga in the world.